You're streaming?
Yeah, let me check my...
Alright. I'm also on. Let me make sure that everything's good. Make sure we're up and running.
Yeah, looks like that's working.
Nice. I'm gonna make sure that's capturing my audio and everything sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm also on. Let me make sure that everything's good. Oh, that sounds good. Make sure up and running.
Yeah, looks like that's working.
Nice. I'm gonna make sure that's capturing my audio and everything sounds good.
Yeah. I can't click on my own live stream for some reason.
Yeah, mine's good. Mine's good. What do you mean you can't click on it?
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. We chilling.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah, that wasn't that much setup, to be honest.
No, not much at all. Nice. A level 4 lower from your hand and searches a field spell. The level 7 pool is pretty scarce and the level 7 pool is pretty scarce in the Edison format. I think I want to make this a little quieter. Should probably be good. A level 4 lower from your hand here. Now we have Ancient Fairy Dragon. This card lets you special summon a level 4 lower from your hand. Ew, that's kind of gross.
Alright. Is everything done on your end?
Yeah, everything's good.
Nice. How far into the video are you?
It's like not far at all. At
Okay.
all. And answer special summon.
I'm like, oh, I guess in terms of trimming it down, where are you at?
Like not far at all.
Really?
Not far at all.
Yeah, I'm like, I think I'm about a third.
Yeah,
just like trimming it down.
I would say I'm not a tenth of the way there yet.
Yeah, but like for your video, what's cool is you already have like the visuals are mainly done already.
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna go as heavy as editing as my other one, so you're right about that. I think I'm just gonna have to make the card pop up, whatever card I'm talking about pop up, and that's about it, I think. Lower from your hand and searches a field spell. The level 7 pool is pretty scarce in the Edison format, so most decks run this card. That being said, just because most decks run it, I think its effect is pretty niche and doesn't get used a whole lot. That's why Ancient Fairy Dragon is going in B tier for me.
It took me like 10 takes to say that.
Dude, I totally get that, dude. I'll say Ally of Justice and Light Gaze. Oh, that's actually so funny.
Like I always think I'm done. I always think I'm done saying what I'm gonna say, and I'm like, wait, nope.
There's another take.
I always keep going until
Yep.
Yeah, I always just keep going until I like feel like I get it right.
Light Gazer. Yeah. This card is bad. It gains 200 attack for each light monster in your opponent's graveyard. It's a level 8 that gains 200 attack for each light monster. It gains 200 attack for each light monster in your opponent's graveyard. It's a level 8 that gains 200 attack for each light monster in your opponent's graveyard. First of all, it's contending with all the other level 8 synchro monsters that are significantly better than it already, and it relies on your opponent to have light monsters in your grave. It would be one thing if it was 200 attack for each light monster in your grave, still would be bad, but you can't even control it in this case. That's why it gets F'd here. I think I need a new mouse. Or no, wait. Were you the one who told... So my mouse, my mouse wheel, like its zoom is so...
Like, yeah, it's really shit.
Do you see it?
No, I don't see it right now.
but I'm not watching your screen. I don't think even you're sharing your screen on Discord, but
how do you know it's shit then? I mean, it is.
I've seen you try to scroll before.
You have. Okay.
I've seen you. Yeah, I don't see it right now. But
do you think I can fix that on my mouse, or do you think I just need a new one?
I think you just need a new one, bro. Like,
okay.
It's mouse to you.
Do you know what the mouse I have?
No, what mouse do you have?
Oh, never mind. I was gonna say it's the one that you gave me.
Is it still?
But it's not. No, I got rid of it. Yeah. Do you? If you look at my stream,
yeah, I see it right now. Yeah, I can just see you. Yeah, dude. Honestly, like if I was you, this is a crazy buy. But look at mine, dude. This is literally the best mouse I've ever used in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks nice.
Like, dude, there's a side-scrolling button. Dude, there's a button right here too. You can program this to what you want. Side-scrolling. Like, it's
how much now? How much is it though?
Yeah, so it's like 100.
Yeah.
$150.
So
most decks run this.
But it's really good.
That being said, just
I'm a.
Decks run it, I think.
And also, like,
there's
a whole app that lets you like program it, all the different functions. Like, it's really good. I would say like it's hard because like once I got this mouse, I'm not gonna go to another mouse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
It's one of those that like converts you forever.
Ancient Fairy Dragon is going in B tier.
Dude, like think about this. How do you scroll left and right on your timeline in DaVinci?
On just the scroll wheel, bro.
No, how do you scroll left and right? That's how you zoom in and out. How do you scroll left and right?
The same way.
You have to click Control and do the scroll wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a world where I just do this.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Cool Kid. Mr. Cool Kid's got a cool mouse.
Dude, when you can do this to edit, like, dude,
right.
like,
and how much money do you spend on your controller too?
Dude, see, that's the thing. I just get nice things.
I know. Yeah.
Ancient Sacred Wyvern.
Ancient. Do you know what Ancient Sacred Wyvern does? I bet you don't.
Which
Ancient Sacred Wyvern?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that card does.
Yeah, it means you need to watch my video, dude.
Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This card requires a light tuner.
I will watch your video.
Got you there.
That's so funny.
Which this card needs a level. This card needs a light tuner monster to be summoned.
I realize we are live, so we're live. which means we do need to be careful not to leak things.
Yes, I did not. I got this as a present, but I'm not saying who it's from.
Yeah, right.
With its mediocre effect, honestly is an unnecessary requirement. Its effect kind of goes against its own design.
It's just pack filler.
Life points.
Honestly, what we should do, like for your next tier list, you should actually put the F tier as pack filler tier.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
Yeah. Actually, I should, because I think that's all that pretty much goes in F tier. Is it just so the what is it? Sacred Light Fairy or Wyvern guy?
Yeah.
He gains like attack if your opponent has more life points than you, and then he loses attack if you have more life points than your opponent. So its effect is actively going against what it needs to do.
What it needs to do, which is to
lower your opponent. Yeah. So if you deal damage to your opponent, it gets weaker. So it's like
that's so crazy.
Dude. Okay, whatever, dude. And it needs a light
Don't tell
tuner
me-
to summon.
That's so stupid.
So it's like, why?
Yeah, why does it even exist?
Like, it's shit even if you don't use that, right?
This card needs a
And then this is where you make a video and you say like,
This card needs a light tuner
this is
monster.
where you make a video and you're like, well, see, here's the thing. We could like make it so it loses half the attack, half the difference between you and your opponent.
Well,
But
no,
even then,
if
it
it
would
was
still be
if it was
bad.
reversed, if it was reversed, I think what I'd say in this, if its effect was reversed, where like it had more attack if your opponent had less life points,
Yeah.
that would be interesting.
No, that would be good.
That would be good. Then it's just a beat stick because it has nothing else, and you still need a light tuner.
But then you also need to get rid of the other effect of where it loses attack when you have more life points in your opponent.
Yeah, but then you still have to deal with like you only summon this if you're winning.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You just keep the clause in, except it's just
Uh,
if you're winning, win more. But then that's just a win more card.
Exactly. So even if it was swapped, like, is it still good?
No, it'd be bad.
Yeah, because then it's also just a beat stick. Like what synchro monster is just a beat stick that's good?
Colossal Fighter.
No, it's sticky. It's a sticky monster.
It's a giant beat stick. That's what.
Yeah,
it
but
does.
it's sticky.
Well, Gaia.
Yeah, Gaia would be the card that you think of, right?
Well, but even then, like,
So it's
I
like,
mean, I
is
don't
it
know.
better than Gaia? And it needs a light tuner.
see, that's the thing. I think Colossal Fighter is literally just the best beat stick it has.
Yeah, but if Colossal Fighter didn't summon itself when it died,
Then it would be
it'd be
but it's a beat
shit.
stick that's even better. No, it would still be better than what you're talking about. It gives 100 attack for each warrior monster in either player's
Yeah,
graveyard.
but it'd still be bad if it didn't summon itself.
that it wouldn't be bad. It would be.
It would
look,
be bad.
It would not be worse than what you're talking about. The card you're talking about is still worse because at least Colossal Fighter would be a
No,
generic
no,
card.
but this card would be. I think this card's level 6,
Oh,
which is
I didn't know it
pretty
was level
easy.
6.
It's level 6. Yeah.
It's level 6.
Yeah. So it's in the same
Realm as
realm
Gaia.
as Gaia.
This card needs
I
a
see what you're
But
saying.
it needs a
would
light
just-
monster and it gets weaker. Like I think that would actually be a balanced card and it'd be like, which one do you want to run? Gaia or this? Which like not everyone runs Gaia anyway. So it's like that would be
Right,
an
but if you're running
interesting
a light-
that would be such an interesting card. That'd be such an interesting card, right?
But it's not. But it's not.
But it's not. But it's not interesting.
yeah.
This card needs
That's
But
what's
shit.
tough.
So
That's what's
shit.
tough, right? See, that's the thing is like I can look at cards and I can make them interesting. Not good, but interesting.
You can
Like
make
people
them
might even
less
run this. Like it's like, oh, that's an
Someone
interesting
out there
idea.
might run that.
Yeah, like what good light? Then you have to think what light tuners are there. You know, it's like only some decks can run it if they're willing to put a light tuner in. And then is it still good enough for Gaia? It'd be very nichely used, but there's a chance it'd be used. Right now it's just useless. Like
Yeah. It'll never see the
Yeah.
light of
Card
day.
is a light tuner.
yeah, that's what
This card
irks me.
needs a level-
That's what
This
irks me,
card
man.
needs a light tuner monster to be summoned, which which level. This card needs tuner monster to be summoned, which with its mediocre effect, with its mediocre effect, summoned, which honestly is an unnecessary requirement. Effect, which with its mediocre effect, honestly
Dude, I'm starting to have like doubts that I just
is
shouldn't
an
have just done the full
unnecessary
archetype.
requirement.
You should have done the whole
I
archetype.
should have just done the whole archetype, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well, my
what was
feeling
it that you did? What
I just did all the cards that are currently in Duel Links. All the Speedrun cards currently in Duel Links.
but there's so many Speedroid cards.
That's what I'm saying. That's what.
Just
That's
make a
why I
part.
did
Just
it
make
too.
a part 2, right?
Do I just get rid of the fact that it's like part 1?
Get rid of the fact that it's part 1? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Its effect kind of
Like, as in, just like remove that I said it was.
Its
I mean,
effect kind
get
of
rid of the
goes
fact that it's
against
dueling. It's just
its
like say it's
own
part 1.
design.
Maybe.
But here's the thing if I do that though.
But like maybe you say you keep it Duel Links, but your part 2 is part 2. What's past Duel Links?
Oh, the rest.
What's to come for Duel Links or something like that. Where
Or
like because like you're
Speedroid.
touching Duel Links, the Duel Links people, which I think
I
might
want to
make
touch the Duel Links niche exactly, which is why I kind of want to tailor it there.
Yeah, so
But
I
there's
think
also
your part 2 is just like what's to come, and then it's the rest, right? And I think that's fine.
Yeah, I guess because
Then you're
good
still
stuff.
feeding the demographic, but you're not limiting yourself. And
yeah, okay, that makes
and it's
sense.
also I think it's also bad to have that many, because that's a lot of
one.
speedroids. So then you're breaking it
That's a
into 2, still
Yeah,
fitting the niche, but also being able to do all that you want.
yeah, that makes sense.
And its effect kind of goes against its own.
Pack filler
If
tier.
you have more life points
Pack filler,
than your
yeah.
opponent, it gains attack. But then you attack, and then your opponent's going to have less. And then once your opponent has less life points than you, if you have more life points, its effect kind of goes against its own design. If you have more life points, necessary requirement. If you have more life points, but then you attack,
Dude, do you know how I made my intro?
Oh.
And once your
Just
opponent
on
has
just on
less
Canva,
life
bro.
points than you,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I made it on Canva.
Nice.
And once your opponent has less
I really like it's very like simplistic, but I really like it. Like
Yeah.
I do. It's really cool.
And once your opponent has less life points than you, ancient sacred wyvern loses attack.
Maybe
Sacred wyvern.
maybe simplistic isn't the right word, but it's like the art style is like
wyvern.
Minimalistic.
That's the word. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ancient sacred wyvern loses attack. It's not very good. This is going in F.
I found the one that I want to show you. I'm gonna edit it and then I'll show it to you.
Okay.
Once your opponent has less life points than you, ancient sacred wyvern loses attack. It's not very good. This is going in F tier. It's not very good. This is going in F tier. This card requires a light tuner. This card needs a light tuner monster to be summoned, which with this card, Ancient Sacred Wyvern. This card requires a light tuner. This card needs a light tuner monster to be summoned, which with its mediocre effect is an unnecessary requirement. This is going in F tier.
You know what I forgot to prioritize in this?
What?
I forgot to prioritize like putting it into the like tier list like a priority in my video.
What does that even mean?
Like normally I started
Oh,
and I put it in the tier and I'm looking in camera, I'm like, this is F tier, and I put it there. You know, but this one, this one's at the end and stuff, and I could just throw it in there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, here's the thing. I think you can salvage this. I think the world is you just like put the card art on the screen when you're talking about, or the card image on the screen when you're talking.
That is what
Just to, like,
I'm going to do that
yeah,
anyway.
yeah.
But like, if
Okay.
you look at my older tier
I
list,
know. I saw what you were doing.
like
That was the first thing you
it's
did.
the first thing I did every single time. But
I- and I
in
don't-
this
but
case,
honestly,
I
I don't
didn't
think that
go there.
matters.
I don't think it
I don't think-
matters too much, but like, it is something that I think would have helped.
This is going in F tier. Very, very good. This is going in F tier. This is going in F tier. This is going. It's not very good. This is going in F tier.
Yeah, what's up?
Now we have Arcanite
Alright.
Magician. I love this card. Now we have Arcanite Magician. Now we have Arcanite Magician. I love this card.
Am I cringe for hating the Majestic cards?
No, I hate them too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think their effects are just so shit.
They're
Like,
so
I can't
bad.
believe.
Like
I
they're
can't believe
they're
they
like
return-
trying to be assault mode, but worse. Like so much worse than assault mode.
Like, I think that because their condition is hard to summon because you need Majestic Dragon.
Yeah.
Like, their effects are okay.
But it's
But
only
the
for
fact they
one
return-
turn.
Yeah, but they return.
But even then,
back
it's
to the
still
extra-
bad. Like Star Dragon, like copies an effect, and it's like, why?
No, that's not bad. That's not bad.
It's
Dropping
not
effects-
bad. It's not bad.
That's
but
it's
it's
pretty
just
good. I think
like-
the thing that makes it bad is that it returns back to the extra deck. If it didn't return back to the extra deck,
And I don't think Red Dragon Archfiend has a good effect. Like if
I
it
don't
did,
think the Red
if it was
Dragon-
just a clear, like maybe, but then I don't know. I just think like they're such cool cards. Like they're visually, they're
Yeah,
really,
visually pretty cool.
they're like
conceptually
really
cool.
cool,
Their
and it's like an
effects are really
evolution of
underwhelming.
them. But
Yes,
it's
yeah.
just so underwhelming.
Tuner to summon.
Yeah.
When Arcanite Magician is summoned, it gains 2 spell counters and is able to use those spell counters to pop cards on your opponent's field. This card is pretty strong. This card is pretty strong, but it needs a spellcaster. So you don't use it as much. But it needs a spellcaster.
Okay, are you ready to hear this?
And it loses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you've got to share your. I just realized sharing your screen's gonna. I think I'm just gonna turn off your Discord face and then watch your stream. Oh well, I guess not, because can see your screen. Wait, let me see how that works. Yeah, that actually works.
Okay. Next is Speedroid Ojikid. This level 3 monster says that when it's normal summoned, you can special summon one tuner from either player's grave, and immediately synchro summon a wind synchro using that monster and Ojikid. I think the only problem with this Oh, not card, this one, not during this the battle phase, that It's has this bad one. effect. At least experimented with. On top of having a bad name, oh here we go. Here it is, sorry. Speedroid Gum Prize. On top of having a bad name, it also has a bad effect. For some reason, this is a battle hand trap. During the battle phase, if you take damage, you can special summon Gumprise. It's a level 1 tuner, so that's cool I guess, because its next effect is during the battle phase it was summoned by its own effect. You can synchro summon a monster using wind monsters you control, including itself. And then if it's sent to the grave to synchro summon a monster, you can mill the top card of your deck, and if it was a Speedroid monster, then the synchro monster you summoned with Gumprise gains 1000 attack. Yeah. Everything I
last
just
part
said
doesn't
was a
make
nothing
sense.
burger. Like, this card does absolutely nothing, and I'm not sure why it was even printed. It's overly complicated for no reason, and
Yeah.
it doesn't actually accomplish anything the game plan wants.
It's a
dude, that
cool
card is-
effect though.
Dude, if you were...
It's like
if you
IP
were to
before
take-
IP.
Yeah, there's a few of those in this deck that are like, oh yeah, I literally even mentioned, like, this is like a wannabe IP Masquerade on it. Like, this is another one that's a
Yeah.
trap card. this is like a wannabe IP Masquerade, and yeah, it would be cool to summon Speedroid Kite Drake.
Like,
you know what I mean? Just like
yeah,
on summon, blow up the field, on summon, negate your opponent's board. That could be really impressive.
yeah.
Yeah, but it's shit.
But it needs, like, if it summoned a monster, oh, well, it mills, and if it's a Speedroid, then it summons.
No, if mills, and if it's a Speedroid monster, the synchro monster that you summoned with it gains 1,000 attack.
See, like, it should be, like, if it was a mill, summon the monster, or, like, it should just be, like, send, or, like, summon itself, summon something from the graveyard, and then synchro summon. Like, that would be cool.
Only on a direct attack?
Is it only on direct attack too?
Yes, it's
Dude,
only
why
on
is it what, like, I don't know what it's like. I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
sure, that it would still be cooler, right? Because then it's like, oh no, I have an empty board. Attack. Oh, summon. Maybe what is that's Kite Drake is a 8?
Yeah, Kite Drake
Is there
8.
any level 7 Speedroids?
No, but you could summon Clearwing Synchro Dragon, I guess.
Does that work? With clearing?
Yeah.
So like
It would
summon
work.
Clearwing from grave, Kite Drake, blow up their board.
Oh no, it wouldn't summon Clearwing from grave.
Yeah. Well, if there's a level 7, then you can just like attack. They attack into an empty board. You
just,
summon that and blow up their board. Like, that's interesting.
Dude, you're reaching so hard.
I
to
know.
make that card
Even
cool,
that,
dude.
even that is a. It's not.
Speedroid Gum Prize.
Yeah. But like,
Speedroid
would that not?
Gum
Would that?
Prize.
I don't know if it would be played, but that would be cool. Like,
Gum
like
Prize.
it's a cool idea to summon a monster on your opponent's turn,
Yes. it is
right?
a cool idea.
Like IP, right? So like, if that exists, like if that was the effect, like that would be cool.
Look, okay.
See, this is
when I get
Konami should hire me. I can make all your shit cards better.
No, in reality, it's actually just gonna make you're just gonna make Ojama's meta,
Yes, you know I would. You know I would.
and this is why they're not gonna hire you because
But they should, dude. Oh, it's so my least favorite archetype,
Ojama's.
Catch Tiaras, bro.
Dude, I love Cash Tears.
Dude, nah. Catch Tiaras, the worst archetype. Just because I hold a grudge because they ruined Ojama's reputation.
Dude,
This card
the
is
only
pretty
person that's made the
strong.
comparison between Ojama's and Cash Tears is you.
This card is pretty strong, but it needs a spellcaster, and it loses. This card is pretty strong. This card is pretty strong, but this card is pretty strong, This card is pretty strong.
Dude, what kind of name is Gum Prize?
sounds like it definitely have like Zexal vibes.
Dude, the next one is Speedroid Malicious Magnet. Like, dude,
shut up, you're a Speedroid player. Like, that's all of them.
No, dude, at least like Fukumadoshi Piper sounds cool. At least Denden Daikaduke
Yeah,
sounds
Denden Daikaduke. That's my favorite.
Dude, Denden Daikaduke at least sounds cool, but Gum Prize and fucking Malicious Magnet is just like Terror Top. It's like Speedroid Terror Top. It's
Yeah.
like menacing.
Yeah,
You know,
Speedroid
but, like,
Terror, yeah.
And it loses.
Yeah, but, like,
it needs a spellcaster.
Malicious
loses
Magnet. It just doesn't
Most of its attack
doesn't roll off the tongue the same.
Yeah.
But it needs a spellcaster, and it loses. Most of its attack when you pop cards. So it's going in B tier for me.
You know what's really funny? So when I'm recording, I do this thing where like if I forget what I'm saying, I'll freeze my face, like freeze my face and mouth, and then finish the sentence just so my face doesn't do like a jump. You know what I'm
Seriously?
saying?
I don't mind if mine does the jump.
I don't mind it either. I don't mind it either, but might as well might as well.
I guess, yeah.
So it's going in B tier for me.
Because like I move a lot. Like I move a lot more than you. So like yours, you're like I like whoa, ooh, 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 ooh. You know. So like my jumps are gonna be a lot bigger than yours anyway. Which I still don't mind too much, but
Uh-huh.
I'm just conscious of it a little bit.
So it's going in B tier. So it's going in B tier for me.
Oh my god. That one took me like 10 tries.
That one took me 10 tries.
Do you say banishment or do you say a banished card? In here's the first time I ever acknowledged that the
What?
zone is called the banishment. The banished zone is called the banishment.
I just
You
say
know, the graveyard?
banished.
Me too, but I mean,
I've never said banishment ever.
here's the thing. This is what I said. You can return one Speedway monster from your graveyard or banishment back to the deck.
Oh.
That's how I said it.
Which
But
is
it
the
says that's
technical
banished.
correct way, right?
With this the technical correct, but on the card it says banished or in your graveyard. But I figured it would just I don't know why it said banishment.
That's funny.
I just said banishment. Do you not ever say banishment?
No.
Oh.
I don't think I've ever said that.
Archfiend, Zombie Skull. Archfiend.
Archfiend Zombie Skull is another one of those cards that I'm like, dude, like, it has like, dude, it could create an entire archetype by itself if it was good. Like,
But it's not.
it could, like, imagine control zombies instead of combo zombie, control zombie. Like, I would love a control zombie deck, but instead they decide to make.
Zombie deck. Dude, you literally can make a control zombie.
Yeah, but like this, not like this card, bro. This card makes your zombie cards can't be destroyed by card effect.
Yeah.
And it's just like hyper specific to summon. You need Plague Spreader and a zombie.
Which is hard at this point, yeah. Because
Yeah.
Plague Spreader is limited, right?
Yeah.
Archfiend, Zombie Skull.
Have you played Red Dead Redemption 2?
No, I'm just, dude, here's the thing, is like, I'm a gamer, right? But I'm also not. We're like,
You're cringe. You're just gonna be like, well, all the gamers say that's like one of the best games of all time, so I don't want to play it.
no, oh no. I want to play it.
Oh, okay, me too.
I just don't. I don't spend money on video games anymore. Not even anymore. I just don't spend money on video games. Like, it's
Dude,
very rare for me to spend.
You're fundamentally cringe.
Dude, I don't know, man.
You're fundamentally cringe. Here's why.
Like, people spend like hundreds of dollars, like, a year on video games.
Dude, here's why.
Like, a new game comes out, they drop $80 on it. And I'm like, I don't do that.
Dude, here's why you're cringe. How much money have you spent on gacha card games like fucking Duel Links and Pokemon TCG Pocket over the years?
Dude, that brings me so much more joy. And it doesn't get to 80.
You're gonna buy the Elden Ring DLC.
Yeah, I will. But since
here's what I'm saying.
the last game that I spent money on that wasn't Elden Ring was
Pokemon TCG Pocket. Or
I haven't put money in TCG Pocket.
Oh really? You haven't put money in it?
No.
Okay.
So
Good to see you, man.
It might have been Duel Links. Probably not. It's been so long since I played Duel Links.
For me, it's like
yeah, I don't put money into games. Like I just don't. I don't like to like. It's a big purchase. Like unless I'm like fully in that game, like I just won't.
Do you
Because
like
that's the thing.
budget?
People like
Dude, you can like budget. Like
people.
thing is, one of
It
our-
comes out and people get it, and I like. I. That's just. I'm not into
Dude.
that. I'm not into that.
All right, listen. Uncle, I'm not gonna say which uncle said this just for privacy,
Right.
but one of our uncles, starts with a J, told me
Oh,
that.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
He told me that you guys-
I figured because what other uncle would be talking to you
what other
about
uncle
video
talking
games?
about video games and buying them? Yeah. So
Yeah.
So basically, he told me like it's not degenerate to spend money on video games, and he just gave me permission.
Of course,
to,
I don't.
like,
it's not. I'm not doing it because
And-
I'm not
and he's
stopping
like,
myself
look,
because
and
it's
it's not-
degenerate.
and it's not like crazy, dude. Like $70 for a video game is not that crazy, actually. And like if you budget, like if you legitimately budget and you have restraint, right? If you tell yourself, look, I have this much to spend on video games every month, and you never exceed that, then it's fine.
I think it's cringe to say it's not that much money because it's like
No, it's not. Like 'cause
I
if
know,
you're gonna
no,
spend
I
money-
listen. I know it's not, but
'cause you're gonna spend that money on something
nothing
else,
is a
you know?
lot of money. It's all relative to what you're buying,
Yes,
what
but
you're
I'm trying
willing
say
to
is that, like,
spend on. Like, but
No,
if
but
I'm
dude,
spending
here's the thing.
$70, I'd rather spend it on like a a third of a plane ticket.
Yeah, but like, see, that's like those are like you can't even equate those because like you're gonna spend. I know, dude. This is the way it works. If you don't like account for what you're spending for, if you have zero budget, if you don't budget, then you're gonna spend the money anyway. If you do budget, you can allocate money that you would have spent somewhere else to video games, right? Like that's just how it works. Like unless you're saving like a lot of money every single month, if you're saving hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a month, then dude, then yeah, like I mean, okay, that's cool. With no budget, like that's crazy. But like realistically, probably like you spend money on some things that you don't realize you spend money on, and if you like were paying attention, you probably
You're never gonna
could
play
have
this card.
put it
It
together
needs
to
Yeah.
like be like,
flexible.
okay,
It's I don't think you understand. It's not. I just don't want to spend money on a game like that. Like, when am I gonna play Red Dead? When?
Do you know how much Elden Ring you've played in the last like?
Yeah, exactly. I'm playing Elden Ring. I don't have time for Red Dead.
Yeah, but then when you finish Elden Ring, what are you gonna do?
Probably like Minecraft. Or Elden Ring again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm happy. I'm satisfied with the games I have. I don't need more. That's what I'm saying. It's like, there's so many games that people are like, dude, I love this game. Like Monster Hunter. Like, my friends are like, dude, you've got to get it. You've
Everyone's playing
got to
Monster
get
Hunter,
it.
yeah, everyone's playing Monster.
And I'm like, what? How much is it? Like $60? Like, I'm not gonna drop that much on a video game. Not because I'm like, I just like that doesn't interest me.
Dude, but like, do you ever go to the movies?
Yeah, rarely, not often, but yeah, I do.
Yeah, like how are those any different? Like, how
It's
is it, like,
different because I like to. What I like to spend money on is social.
dude, yeah, okay.
like,
I never understood this because I view gaming as social. What do you and I do together when we game?
That's why I'm buying the DLC, man.
But see,
Yeah,
that's the
exactly
way-
why I'm like I would.
dude, that's-
That's why I'm buying the DLC because there's a social element. Like, that's a
Yeah,
big
yeah, there's a
motivator.
social element.
But like,
Yeah,
if you buy Monster Hunter, I'm a lot more likely to buy Monster Hunter. Power World,
yeah,
I
yeah.
bought Power World because you were so into it. But like, do you remember
Yeah.
how hard it was to get me to buy that?
yes, I do remember how hard
It was
to
like
do.
$30, and I'm like, oh, dude, I don't spend money on video games.
Dude, this is so
Like,
funny.
I
Power
play-
was like a good, but that was a
Dude.
good buy though.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, yeah, yeah,
Do you think Elden Ring is a good buy?
yeah,
Do you think the DLC when you buy it is going to be a good buy?
yeah.
Okay,
That's
dude,
why
so
I'm
what-
doing it.
Right, I know, but what
If
I'm
I
trying to
bought
say is,
Red Dead right now, it would be a bad buy.
why? Because if you buy
'Cause
Red Dead, then
it-
I'm gonna buy
it'll-
Red Dead, and then we're gonna play Red Dead.
No, we're gonna play Dark Souls 3.
We are gonna play Dark Souls 3. I've already bought it. That's the thing. I've already started.
Listen, man.
Listen,
I'm just a
Look. I know that me buying Dark Souls 3.
Dude, I like
was to buy
indie
Dark Souls
games.
3.
I like indie games, bro.
Dude, let's play Hollow Knight together.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's play Hollow Knight.
Yeah.
Spreader Zombie as your tuner.
Is it
And dude,
free?
No, it's $30. But dude, Dark Souls, it's not even an indie game anymore. It's not even an indie company.
I know.
But Dark Souls counts as an indie game to you?
No. That's why I'm saying, like, I'm spending a lot of money on video games right now. Like, a lot. I don't normally do this. This is very rare.
This is so interesting, man.
Yeah. Like, what video games have I played? Like, most of them are free. Like, I just milk the games I have. Like, I bought Fallout 4, and I got my money's worth because I beat that game like 8-9 times. But like, if I'm not like if I'm going to play it once and put it on the shelf, like if I'm going to spend money on it, it has to be like part of my soul.
Dude, I know. And this is here's
But like Red Dead is just like a cowboy game that's like.
Dude, here's where I'm coming from. Actually, I think you're wrong about that. I think people like I've been watching like here's the thing. I want to be cultured. The thing is, after playing Elden Ring, I've realized that Elden Ring is probably one of the best games of all time. That's
the only thing that like why I feel like I want to play Red Dead is just culturally.
Yeah, because it's like, dude, it's literally one of the best games ever created. That's what people say. People say it's literally one of the best games ever made.
Yeah, but
people
like
say The Witcher 3 is literally one of the best games ever made.
Sure, I mean, sure, dude. I mean, yeah.
On these lists, Elden Ring is always number one because Elden Ring is probably the best game ever made.
Yeah.
One of them, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and what I'm saying is, if people are comparing Red Dead to Elden Ring, that makes me.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not like I'm not a game. That's what I mean. I'm a gamer, but I'm not a gamer, dude. Right?
Like, do you not like games? Is that what
I love games.
So then, what do you?
I play a lot of games. I play a lot.
Dude, but like, here's the thing.
But I just stick to the games I like.
I know, dude.
Like I'm not like gotta catch them all. I'm not gotta catch them all.
You're typically, I've noticed about you, like you will gravitate towards free games, and then because that's what you know, that's what you stick to. Right? Like,
what do you mean?
If you like, for example, Overwatch. I know you haven't played Overwatch, but like you might get into Marvel Rivals.
I have played Overwatch.
You played Overwatch, but I know you don't like. Okay, you don't play it like consistently now, still. But because Overwatch, I don't know. Anyway, Overwatch is free.
Yeah.
Right, you could be playing that.
It's a good game.
Marvel Rivals. You could play like Warzone. You could play like Fortnite.
All great games, right?
Yeah, but dude, in my opinion, those games are not like actually good.
That's cringe. That's actually really bad. That's a bad take. You don't think Call of Duty is a good game?
Like Warzone, no. Like anything that shoves a battle pass and like pay to play, like pay to win, like battle pass stuff. Yeah, I just think it's like all of it's like kind of like. Yeah, like I don't think those are gonna go down in history for some of the best games. I don't think so. I think maybe specific Call of Duty titles will go down.
But I don't think price matters. Also, actually it does. Actually, it does because if it goes down in history, like, but like I don't care to play those. Like World of Warcraft. Oh, yeah, you have to pay for that game.
You have to pay to play that.
Yeah, it's a subscription.
It's a subscription. Yeah,
but I do think League of Legends will go down. Like that's a very historic game.
It is a very historic game, right? It is a historic game. I agree with you. It's a historic game. But I also think there's a world where it's like there's a lane, right, that it's in. And like the moment that League of Legends stops having a player base, it's no longer a playable game.
Only for
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's just called multiplayer, dude.
No, I know, and I'm not saying multiplayer games are bad. I'm just saying like there is a world where like for example, there's some old Call of Duty games. Like Black Ops 2 will always go down in history as a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Black Ops 2 is just like a good game. But like it's one of those things where like I don't know. In 10 years, you're not going to be able to boot up League of Legends. Maybe not. I mean, maybe not. Maybe you will. It depends on if they're still supported, right? But there is a lifetime on these games. Like Overwatch 2, right? You can't play Overwatch 1 anymore. You literally cannot play it.
Destroyed. Zombie
It's like one of those
monsters you
like it's a
control
free
cannot be
game, but it's like
destroyed by
it's a live
cards.
service. So like the moment they decide to revoke it from you, you can no longer play it. And all I'm saying is like there are games that you can like download.
I just don't know what you're blabbing about, dude.
What I'm getting at is my only point is that typically if you want to like own a game, you have to buy it. Like you now that you have
Do
Elden
you
Ring,
understand that even if you buy it, all those things still happen?
no, like for Elden Ring, I mean maybe for you because you have it on Steam. I own Elden Ring. Like I have the disc, which means that as long as I have.
What I mean is, you can buy Call of Duty, and that's still going to happen.
That yes, which is why I don't think it's that good of a game. I've bought Call of Duty before, and like I bought Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War, and when I try to play it now, I can no longer play it.
Yeah.
Even though I bought it. Yeah.
Fallout 2 is an amazing freaking game.
Can you not play it anymore?
People, no, there's still a player base, but like it's not like it diminishes over time.
Right. But what I'm trying to say is like Elden Ring, right? Like I bought the game and I have the disc, and as long as I have an Xbox, I can put the disc in my Xbox and play it offline. And I'm just saying, like, typically, like, you could technically play Black Ops Cold War offline. You should be able to, but they like killed the game and made it so you can't do that. And I think that was cringe.
Which
isn't bad, but
so yes, that's why I'm saying I don't think Call of Duty is going to be one of those like good games throughout history. There's the free version, Warzone, which
when are you going to be able to summon this?
There's that, and then like yeah, when you I just don't think Call of Duty is that good of a franchise, to be honest. Like,
Warzone's fun. As in, it's a good. The game itself is good, but like,
which game? There's specific ones that were good. Like if you buy it every year, it's not good every year. And in my opinion, it's getting bad over time. Like Overwatch 2 is a bad game. Overwatch 1 was a good game. Right? Like, yeah, just
I don't know, man. Like I play Warzone and I have a lot of fun, and I think that's because it's a good game.
I mean, listen, man, I agree with you. I think Warzone is fun. You know, they're talking about killing Warzone.
Isn't bad.
When
are you gonna be able to summon
I guess, like, but like I don't. Just because the game can be killed, like has a kill button, doesn't mean it's a bad game.
No, like Activision is thinking about like no longer supporting Warzone.
When are you gonna be able to summon this? But when are you gonna be able to?
Yeah, and I'm not saying that means it's a bad game entirely. I think Warzone is more fun than Call of Duty every year.
When are you gonna?
Typically, Warzone's more fun.
But when are you gonna be able to summon this? This is definitely F tier. This is definitely F tier. No deck is running this. But when are you gonna be able to summon this? Which isn't bad, but when are you?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just like I get enjoyment out of playing indie games. Like I like that. Like I like Realm. I like Roguelands, which I don't think you've played.
I played it. I think I've played it with you next to you. I don't think I haven't owned
Oh yeah, I think that's probably right because I was really into that game. So probably when I was younger, I'm like, play this game.
Yes, yeah, that's what happened.
You know, like, dude,
but like indie games cost money too. Like Cuphead's an indie game. Like in order to experience Cuphead, if you're not playing it with me, you have to buy that game. I think that's the best game of all time. I've bought it multiple times.
Dude, I'm aware.
So, like,
all I'm saying is I don't spend money on video games.
I know, and I'm saying that there are some games that are worth spending money on.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I've spent money on video games. I bought Minecraft when I was a little boy. And let me tell you, that was $20, that $20, best $20 I've ever spent in my life.
Dude, I spent $20 on Cuphead multiple times.
Yeah, and guess
Cuphead
what?
On multiple different.
My investment on Minecraft is better than your investment on Cuphead.
Sure, dude. Sure, man.
Like that's what I do, right?
I mean, but you own Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You've bought Yu-Gi-Oh cards before.
Yeah.
Why does that not like phase you?
To
buy a Yu-Gi-Oh card, but it would phase you to buy like Cuphead or like
Because I find value in owning a physical card and not using it.
What about owning a physical game and still not using it? That's how I feel. Yeah, this is the best example.
Yeah, no,
I feel value in owning a physical game. Like I'm gonna buy Cuphead.
like the disc.
The disc. I'm gonna buy the disc. For
Yeah,
Cuphead,
I understand that a little
value.
bit. I understand that a little bit because having the disc does feel better. But like
I have Elden Ring on my shelf. I'm gonna make a gaming shelf. I'm gonna have Elden Ring. I'm gonna have Dark Souls 3. I'm gonna have Cuphead all together.
Yeah, but but then where my personal bias goes for that is I don't care because it's a collection and that I get value off of, but I don't care to have a collection of discs.
Of video games?
Yeah, I don't think I really care.
Of like the best games of all time, the ones.
Yeah,
that
I
like, wow,
don't really care. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't relate. That's what I'm saying. I don't relate. The physical game.
Yeah, I don't care to play all the best games and whatever.
Even if you would have a good experience. Like this is like one of those things. Like, would you watch a movie?
I only have so much time in this world.
Yeah, I know, but like I also only have so much time in this world.
And I'd rather play Elden Ring again than play Red Dead. Because I like Elden Ring.
Dude, but what about before you played Elden Ring? You would have just said the same thing about a game before you. Like,
no, because
I'd rather play.
I don't care about cowboys, dude. I don't care about Midwest. I actually do not like the Midwest aesthetic.
Me neither. That's the thing. That's the thing keeping me away from that game.
Like, I like dragons. Dragons are fucking cool.
Dude, this is like, what's the best way to? What's another example? Like, it's like you saying you don't want to play Sekiro because you don't like samurais.
Yeah. If I didn't like samurais, I'm not playing Sekiro. That's like saying I don't want to play Wukong because I don't like
you don't like Chinese
mythology, right?
Dude.
If you do not like Chinese mythology, would not recommend Wukong.
Are you not gonna play Wukong?
No, I love Chinese mythology. I fucking love Chinese mythology.
So are you gonna get Wukong? Because I want to play Wukong.
Yes. Because that game is up my alley. I know that's gonna have replayability. I want to play that game several times. I love the aesthetic. I love the lore and the mythology of it all. That's up my alley. I will spend money on that. But if it's Red Dead, we're man, I guess I'll play that once. Because it's a good game. I know it's a good game. But just because it's a good game doesn't mean... that's the thing. Just because it's a good game doesn't mean you should play it.
Judging the game on its premise, on its game trailer.
No.
You're saying you judge games on the game trailer.
No.
So then how would you know you're not going to like the game? Because you also like vast open worlds.
Dude, the thing is, I'll probably enjoy the game because I like that art. I do like that archetype. But might as well play that archetype with a vibe that I like.
What about The Witcher 3?
I don't know enough about that game. But
it looks really cool. I've been researching.
But
that game looks really cool.
I could see myself playing that, but you know what I'm saying? Where it's I'll do an open world. If it's a vibe, but if it's an open world, if what's bringing me to the game is that it's an open world thing, and that's all, just play a different open world game. That is a vibe that you like, right?
Interesting.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
Now we have Armory Arm.
But how do you know the vibe if you're gonna like it until you play it?
I can see that the game has horses and revolvers and cowboy hats.
But there's a world. Here's the thing. I'm gonna point this out. I tried to show Realm to somebody.
Yeah,
and they told me, "Oh, I just don't like the way it looks, so I don't want to play it."
Yeah, I think that's totally valid.
You think that's just an instant well, you didn't even try it out? They like played like 10 minutes of it. Like, yeah, I don't like the way this looks. I'm like not gonna play this game.
Yeah, I think that's valid. Well, actually, this is where I don't think.
That's
This
what
is the
I'm
one
like,
thing
that's cringe. That's
what I
cringe.
do have to say about that, Realm is free, dude. So like, might as well give it a try. But if you have to spend $60 on that and you think it's an ugly ass game, don't buy it. I don't like Cowboys. Why am I spending $60 on a Cowboy game when I don't like Cowboys? Like, I'm not gonna spend $60. That's a lot of money. $60 is that's a buy.
It is. It's a good amount of money. Yeah.
Yeah. So why would I spend that much money
waste
on a
$60.
Cowboy game? I don't like Cowboys. Like,
But this also isn't your take, because you would also say the same thing about Power World. You did buy Power World because I bought it, but if I didn't buy Power World, you'd be like,
I wouldn't have bought it. Yeah.
yeah, you're like, I don't like monsters that are captured in balls.
No, but I do like that.
In an open world setting. Like,
No,
yeah,
but I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that because I like that.
You would say because you like all
Here's
of
the
those
thing:
things.
is I looked at Power World and I knew it was a game I was gonna like.
Uh-huh.
I actually saw that game. I knew it was a game I would like, but I'm like, it's money. I probably won't get it.
Right. Okay. So, but this is not what we're talking about. You not liking the vibe of Red Dead is one thing, right? But there's also the other concept of you just don't like spending money on games, which is like the point of what we're talking about. Not that you don't like Cowboys. I get that you don't like Cowboys.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't play a free game that has Cowboys even if it's free.
To be said, I probably would enjoy Red Dead. Like, let's be real. I would enjoy Red Dead
We
Redemption.
would enjoy the game, and
I know I would.
You might even play it again. Like, that's the most cringe part.
I might play it a second time too.
Yeah, and in fact, you might even play it a third time because of how.
I wouldn't play it a third time.
You don't know that because you haven't played the game.
I don't think I would though.
You're just saying things right now. You don't have no idea if you would play.
Yeah, but I don't think I would.
You literally have no idea.
Yeah, but I don't think I would.
This card is
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
I
don't know. Like, I think for me, spending, I'm willing to spend money on games if I know what I'm buying is quality and something that I will enjoy. And
yeah, I don't think yeah. What do you mean by quality? Because I don't think I care about the quality.
The quality of the experience. I can be playing a shitty game, and and if I'm playing it with like you, or if I'm playing with somebody that I'm gonna have a quality time with, then it's worth the money.
Yes, I agree.
I think if I go to the movies with my friends and I'm enjoying, or my friends and family, and I have quality time, it was worth the money, even if the movie was shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. This.
Yeah.
Now we have armor.
But there's also a level of like sometimes like I think gaming is art to some degree, and there's some games that are like actually just really good and worth playing. Like Cuphead is just a game that's worth playing. Like I will play like that game is a piece of art. Everything is hand drawn. The music is phenomenal. Like the bosses are well designed. Like everything about that game is a masterpiece, and like it makes me like I that's a quality game. That gives me a quality experience. That's giving me quality time with my friends, right? Like everything about that game, about my time in that game has been good. There's never been a moment I've spent in Cuphead that hasn't been worth every dollar I've spent plus more. Like I would have spent $100 on Cuphead, and it's $20, dude. Like I've almost spent $100 on Cuphead with how many times I've bought it. I'm gonna buy it again physically. Like that's what I mean. Like I'm just saying, like,
dude, right? And if that's how I only want to spend money though on games like that.
Right, but and so this is what I'm saying though, because I've been doing research, and that's why I brought up Red Dead, because people say that about Red Dead. I've been doing research. This is what I'm saying. Like I know I'm also the same way. Like just to be clear with you, I don't just buy shitty games unless they're like $3 at GameStop or something. I'm like, oh, this game. Like for example, I heard Far Cry was good, and it ended up being really good. I actually really like Far Cry, but I heard it was good. But like if it was $60, I might not buy a $60 Far Cry. But I saw it for like $5 or $15 or whatever at GameStop. Let me give it a try, because I played a previous Far Cry. I played Far Cry 3.
Right.
I tried it out it was super cheap, and I was like, oh, okay, and it turned out to be really good. Like I do sometimes hedge my bets on expectations if it's really cheap. But typically, I don't just like buy games.
Not only is it
unless I think they're going to be really good.
The only level.
And give me the quality experience.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Only level 4.
I just think I'm more likely to do it before you are.
Of course.
Even though I think we have similar metrics. Like I bought Elden Ring, or I didn't buy it, but I bought it
No.
for, yeah.
I don't think we have similar metrics.
Like, yeah, you just told me that you would only want to spend money on games that are like what I just described with Cuphead, but it's like, dude, like that's all. Like, yeah, I want to buy games that I would like play multiple times that have that replayability. Yeah, like that's I don't like. I'm not going around buying like fucking like Call of Duty every year. I'm literally not buying Call of Duty every year. I'm not buying FIFA. I'm not buying Madden. I'm not buying like
Yeah.
all these like degenerate games every single year that they release.
Yeah, I think the thing is, I think I'm just content with the amount of games I have. Like, if I never played a new video game for the rest of my life, I'd be okay. I have everything I need.
Me too, because I have Cuphead.
Yeah, right? See? But it's not because it's not just I have Minecraft, which is like a creative outlet. I have a lot of deck building. Like, I honestly have too many games.
Dude, I don't relate to this. I don't relate to this idea. There's too many games. Because I think there's always like I've just view games as like books, which is so crazy to say. But, like,
yeah, and that's the thing. I don't. That's how people see it, is like they'll get the latest book of author they like, and I'm like, and some people
no, it's not like of the author they like. It's just like sometimes you just hear that this story is phenomenal. You should probably read it. I'm like, oh yeah, right? Yeah, it's like that, or like watching an anime or watching a show. It's like, yeah, some shows are just like so good you should probably watch it. It's just another form of media that is enjoyable, that is art. Sometimes there's garbage, right? There's shitty TV, right?
Yeah, but imagine you have to pay $60 to watch like Arcane.
You're probably going to spend over $60 over the course of a couple months paying for the subscription to watch Arcane. Yeah, that's just how that works. You'll probably end up spending more than that in your lifetime. Yeah. Like, if you have a subscription to any service, like, yeah, you're going to end up spending
more. Yeah, and guess what? I don't.
Yeah. We'll see how long that lasts, man. I don't know. Like, it's hard to not have something. I only have one subscription, that's Crunchyroll, but like, some people do. Like, a lot of people. Your parents have subscriptions. My parents have subscriptions.
I know, but guess what?
Everybody does.
They've got a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, dude. Here's the thing is, yeah, if I had if I had fat paychecks every month, then guess what? I'd probably have bought Red Dead Redemption and just not played it.
Dude, that's cringe. That's a cringe statement, dude.
Yeah, dude. Like, if I was a million, if I was made millions of dollars,
a money you have matters in terms of that.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
You wouldn't like save up for, like, if you just wanted to play something, you wouldn't save up for like months to a year to
Oh, I would. Yeah, if I wanted to play it.
If you wanted to play it, yeah.
Yeah, if I wanted to play it, yeah, I would do that.
But if you had infinite money, why would your stance on your video games change? Like, if you don't want to buy the game, then why would you still?
I would buy it. I would buy the game because because I've heard good things about it, and I might get around to playing it. Because right now, if I buy Red Dead Redemption, I do not know when I will play it.
Right, you probably shouldn't buy Red Dead Redemption right now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and since Red Dead Redemption has came out, I've known it.
Almost 10 years ago.
Yes, I've known it's a good game. People still talk about it. Red Dead Redemption 2, right? They're like, dude, this is even the. I'm like, dude, yeah, let's go. But I've never been in. My life has never been in a position where I'm like, now's the time, Red Dead. Like,
yeah,
never.
I know. Me too. I relate.
But you want to buy Red Dead?
No, I didn't say I want to buy Red Dead. I said I want to play Red Dead. I may or may not play it, but it's something that I've been thinking about playing.
Yeah, that's just what I'm saying is like.
But the only but I agree with you.
If I'm like in a mindset where I'm like, man, I really want to play this game, like, I'll get it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I'm not in that mindset. I'm just like looking. I'm having a good time playing Elden Ring, and I want to look for games the same quality. And I'm saying that's one that has come up multiple times.
Yeah, right, right. But that's the thing. Like, you view quality differently than I do, because like Red Dead, phenomenal game, beautiful game. I don't care. I don't
Yeah,
care.
it sounds like you don't like care about the art of a game. Like the art of like Minecraft doesn't appeal to you. It's just the fact that it's Minecraft and you own it and it's cool. It's a cool game.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't relate to that.
Yeah,
don't-
you
don't
like
art
having
Elden
nice
Ring.
things, bro.
Yeah, Elden Ring is a nice thing.
Yeah. And I would,
Dude,
if Elden Ring was the same game, but instead every enemy was like if it was like skinned like Red Dead Redemption, I wouldn't get it.
yeah, dude, I don't relate, man.
Like imagine if it was all ponies. Like it was like My Little Pony. Like I wouldn't get that game. Cuz like I don't care to play a My Little Pony game. Like if I want to play an open world game like that, like I'd play a different game.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I would.
You know?
But that's dude.
Like a game. Here's an example of a
They're two
game.
different ideas.
Here's an example of a game that I know I'll put so much time into that like is legitimately on my list, unlike Red Dead Redemption, but I still haven't made the time to buy it. Cyberpunk.
Oh yeah, I want to get Cyberpunk.
I want to get Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
But like when am I going to be at a time where I'm like I'm ready to put time into this
Probably when I
game?
tell you that when I'm gonna get Cyberpunk.
Maybe.
It's probably gonna be like, dude, I'm buying Cyberpunk,
Monster
and I'm
protection,
about to
and
play
we're
this game.
If you tell me Cyberpunk after Dark Souls 3, I'm telling you it won't happen. Because I'm dumping too much money.
I wouldn't feel that way though.
If you equip
Okay.
armor 1000 attack.
But I
if
see
you
what you're saying.
equipped
Yeah.
armor on
But I
2000.
wouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not
this
at a
is
place in my
tricky
life where I
one,
want to play
because
Cyberpunk next.
it does have a very
If I
good
was
effect.
gonna pick a game after
It
Dark Souls,
gives-
which I have
it
not
gives a
chosen yet,
monster
because for me it's
protection
not about the
and
money. For me, it's
1000
about the
attack.
time I'm spending
If you
gaming.
equipped
I've
armor
spent way
on
more time gaming in the
2000.
last like 2 months than I've ever spent gaming in the last like
Now this
year.
is a tricky one, because
And so like that's my biggest concern is just like time.
It does
Like
have
how
a
much
very
time am I
good
gaming
effect.
versus doing other things. That's the thing that would stop me from like
it does
degenning
have a
another
very
game.
good effect. But it's also the
But if I
only
were to
level
degen another
4.
game after Dark Souls 3, I would probably pick Black Myth Wukong. that
Yeah.
would be the next one. That would be the one that I would
Yeah.
choose.
Card
It's a
is the
degen.
only
But I
level
probably
4
would not
in
pick
Edison.
Cyberpunk.
So
as much as I
Everdeck
wanna
will
play
be
that game.
running this.
Yeah.
Because I think that I would spend. I think
So
like Elden Ring, I've
Everdeck
spent the most
will
time
be
in, but
running
Dark
this.
Souls 3 is not going to be that much
So
time.
pretty much
I view it as like a
Everdeck will
time
be
thing.
running this
Like,
card.
Cyberpunk, I could imagine spending like 400 hours in.
The only
Yeah.
level
And I don't
4.
have 400 hours queued up after we spend hundreds of hours in Elden Ring and hundreds of hours in the DLC and in 30 hours in Dark Souls 3 to like then be like, yeah, let's play 500 hours, 400 hours of Cyberpunk. Like that's like so much gaming.
Yeah.
For me, it's the
This-
hours.
this
For me, it's
card
the money
is the
because
only
like
level
for me,
4
like
in Edison.
it's how many
So
hours am I
pretty much
gaming versus
every
making
deck
money.
will be
It's not about
running
how
this
much money
card.
the game was. For that's the way
Now,
I view it. Like if
is
the
it
game is
being
$60,
run because it's
that's pretty
good, or is
cheap
it
because
being
relative to how much time
now,
I'm
is it
spending in the
being
game.
run because
And if I make however many dollars per hour,
it's
and I'm
running this
spending that
card?
much time in the game
Now,
not making money, that's how much time I haven't
being
made.
run
Like,
because it's
dude,
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I
have
don't
what,
see it that
130
way.
hours in Elden Ring. Dude, I've missed by playing that game. If I was working instead, I would have made $3,250. That's how much money I've lost playing Elden Ring. That's where I look at it. I don't look at it as the cost of the game. The cost of the game was $60. That's like chill. I lost $3,250 playing that game.
Yeah, but if I
Instead
wasn't
working.
playing that game, I wouldn't be making more money. So that's just you think.
Yeah, but for me, I just like view all my time, regardless of what I'm doing, as money. I could be working right now. Right? That's just how I view it. So like, because I could be doing something to make money, but I just don't.
Sure.
And
But
if I'm not,
I wouldn't because I value having time not doing a job.
me too. Which is why I'm okay spending that much time playing Elden Ring. But what I'm saying is, for me, like I wouldn't play all this time on Elden Ring, do it again for another game, and then be like, yeah, let's play 400 hours of Cyberpunk next.
It's the only option.
Right? I'm like, at some point, I feel like,
Personally,
okay, I have to like
I think
start
it's a great
working
effect.
more in what I'm doing now.
Is it
That's my
good,
thought,
or
but
is it
that's
being
why I
run
wouldn't be
because
like,
it's
let's
the
play
only
Cyberpunk next.
option?
I'm guessing you would say it because you don't
Personally,
want to
I
spend
think
money on
it's a great
Cyberpunk next.
effect.
Also, I mean, I also feel like there is a level of I need to chill
Now,
out.
is it being run because it's
Time
personally?
wise or
I
like
think it's a
life
great
wise? I'm
effect.
just being like, I need to like do something else with my life.
Yeah, I need to do something else with my life.
Instead of like DJ on a game.
Like I've been degenning on
Mm.
Elden Ring for so long.
Personally, I think
Yeah.
to that card. Attack.
Yeah.
If you equipped armor.
By the way,
arm
I
to
spent
that
like
card.
3 hours on a boss last
Now
night.
this is
It was the
tricky
one in the
Which one?
cave. You know the two spirits in the cave, summoned by the snail.
By the snail?
Yeah, they were like.
What are the
It
spirits?
was in
What do
the
they
it was
look
in the
like?
snowy area. It was I forgot what they were. It was one of them was a fat guy. You know the fat dude. There were two summons. Like it was a cave full of wolf summons, and then you go to the end of it, and then it's like you have to fight one boss, and then after you beat that boss, it's another like a fat dude with a sword, and then you beat that guy, and then it's a snail that was summoning both of them, and you kill the snail. It's
Interesting.
inside the.
I don't
It's in
think
the
I've done
snowy.
that yet.
You definitely passed by it.
Now this is
I definitely have, yeah.
because it does have a very
Yeah, I don't know.
How do you feel about Armory Arm?
now this is tricky.
Like
Oh
S
shit.
tier.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good.
Interesting. What I say is, which part of this is me talking just to talk.
Only level 4 synchro monster in Innocent.
But I say, like, it's hard to rate because I do think its effect is very good, but like it's so like when do you summon Armory Arm? How many games do you summon Armory Arm? Very rarely. It's a
Like,
level
you need-
4.
Sometimes you need a level 4 synchro.
Yeah. I think
Oh, I see what
it's
you're
the
saying. So
only
it goes
it's
in
the
niche but good.
only
It goes in niche but good.
it's the only level 4. If there was another level 4, like would
You probably-
every deck
might-
run Armory Arm? There's only one, and even then people still don't summon it. It's only maybe if someone mind controls and they have a level 2
Right.
or something. Like it's very rare that you summon it, so it's like even though
It's
it
neat,
is a
yeah.
really good effect.
It's also got a very strong effect.
I see what you're
It
saying.
gives
So-
it gives a monster protection and 1000
Dude, do I be
attack.
cringe
If you
or do I not be
equip
cringe? I can be
Armory
cringe
Arm
and just
to
get
that
a
card.
bottle of like bottled water from my mini fridge because I just happen to have one because I was out
Now,
in the snow and I kept the bottled water.
Nice.
Or I can go to my fridge outside and fill up my cup. And that's less cringe. My mini fridge is right here. My fridge is out there.
Just get the fridge, Ruth. Just go to get the fridge.
You're right, dude. I just can't be a degenerate.
Yeah, don't be a don't.
Now
Yeah.
this is a tricky
Thanks,
one
man.
because
Yeah.
it does have a very good effect, but it's also the only level 4 because this card is the only level 4 in Edison. So pretty much every deck will be run. Now this is a tricky one because this card is the only level 4. This card is the only level 4 in Edison. So pretty much every deck will be running this card. Now, is it being run because it's
That
good,
really
or is
wasn't that
being
hard
run
and it tastes
because it's
better.
the only
Thanks, man.
option? Personally, I think it's a great effect. But it is pretty niche. Effect. But it is pretty niche. Armory Arm is going in B tier for me.
I put Armory Arm in B tier.
Which is what niche but good.
Niche but good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like A tier's most decks should run, which like almost every deck does run it. So it's like maybe it should be an A tier, but like the thing is like, you know,
It's legitimately just niche but good.
it's like legitimately just niche but good.
Avenging Knight, Perishath.
do be very crazy how long we've played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Huh?
It's crazy how long we've played Yu-Gi-Oh in our life.
Yeah, dude. Or like engage, not even just played, but just engaged in something Yu-Gi-Oh. Whether it's the anime, YouTube videos about it, or like making YouTube videos about it, or debating each other
just
about it.
How like the influence of the game itself in our life.
We literally have matching Yu-Gi-Oh tattoos.
Yeah.
Avenging Knight, Parashaft.
Yeah.
Avenging Knight.
That's a crazy world, man.
One tuner, one or more non. Avenging Knight, Parashaft.
I know, dude. I think you're right about the Magic versus Yu-Gi-Oh thing. Like, I think at heart, I'm actually a Yu-Gi-Oh player.
Yeah.
I think I'm actually a Yu-Gi-Oh player at heart because I'm like the guy who contributes to the degeneracy of the game.
Yeah, you are. And it's funny because, like, I don't know, do you think some part of you just wants to, like, let go and relax?
No. This part of me just like, wants to like play a game that's like actually good.
Yeah.
And I just think that Magic would be that. But after talking with you, I think and just like witnessing the world, I'm not a filthy casual, dude. I'm the type of guy to reset my vigor stat in Elden Ring to make my game harder.
Yeah.
To sweat. I'm the type of guy to like, do that. I'm not the type of guy to like sit and chill playing Magic.
Yeah, the thing is though, right? Like, it's not that for me with Magic though, right? Like,
No,
I don't. But what it is for me is that like, I like to optimize. I like to optimize. Like, I think I watched like this is a Yu-Gi-Oh idea apparently, kind of. Like I watched a short and it was like the different kinds of like, or like the video concept was like this guy and he's like, yeah, I actually play like bad archetypes, but I make it as competitively viable as I possibly can. And like the joke was like, oh, because I can just like blame my deck because it's bad, but if I win, like, then I'm good.
Then my opponent's bad.
Yeah.
Then I'm good at my opponent's
You know, and it's like ha ha ha. But like that's what I do because I like playing, like, I think these strategies are fun, but I do want to optimize them and make them as viable as possible, you know?
Right. You're
Like,
a jank player enthusiast.
I'm a jank player that, but like I'm not a jank player that's just like, I'm gonna throw in like,
that's not a
like
jank player.
A level
those are like
3
those are,
like
you're not a shit player. You're a jank player.
Exactly. But like
You're
Magic players are like, I like how this card reads. I'll put it in my deck. Not because it goes with the how the deck works. They're just like, yeah, if I draw this, it'll feel cool.
Yes.
And it's like, no, I want to play optimally. You know?
Right.
Misclicked. That's so annoying. Do you not color code while you're editing?
No, I don't see a purpose because I nest them into different timelines. Like right now I'm working on one timeline, but I'll nest this eventually and put it into its own timeline.
Why?
I'll show you what I mean when I'm done. To isolate things because I don't like what's the point of color coding it when I could just isolate it into its own timeline? Like once it's done.
Why would you need to do that?
Well, because I don't want to have all this raw stuff. Like if I accidentally move one of these things, then all of a sudden the clip is messed up. But if I like nest it into its own timeline, right, then I can't edit it. It's like locking your things in OBS, like your sources in OBS. You don't actually like move them, right? And then once it's already isolated, it's like it's just already so like.
Yeah, but what's simple. If you put it in a different timeline? I don't know.
Like what do you color code that is that like what are you saying?
Just
like,
portions of the video.
One or more one tuner, one or more non-tuner.
What's the purpose of color coding?
It just helps me focus on what I'm editing. So like right now, I'm editing this bit right now, and I'm
You're
not
sharing your screen,
editing
so I can't
this.
see. You're not sharing your screen, so I don't see you.
Oh.
Oh, but I could have your stream pulled up.
Yeah,
I
why?
just don't have
Yeah, so you don't have my stream pulled up, you're saying, huh?
No, I don't even have my own stream pulled
I
up.
don't. I've got my stream pulled up just to see if someone joins. But
I'll see late. Oh, dude, I like the thumbnail.
thanks. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, dude, your setup looks better than mine.
What does your setup look like? I should check your stream out.
Oh, so you don't have my stream pulled up?
Yeah, no. I only have so many screens. Oh yeah, mine does look better than yours. Dang, dude. I mean, not much better, but you know.
Yeah. So I guess looking at yours. So wait, what do you say?
See, like this, like I'm editing over here. I'm editing this. This is already edited. And it helps my brain to be like, it helps me focus on what I'm editing when this is a different color.
It's taking a second for it to update. I love how you could have just shared your screen on Discord, but it's fine. I have to wait for it to. Okay, here we go. Oh, so the light blue, Now I got it. Now the light blue is up, is edited, and
Yeah,
green is on it.
yeah. It helps me just focus on what I'm editing. That's
Oh,
exactly
interesting.
right.
Yeah, no, for me, if you look at mine, like I just like what I do. Like I've marked each individual card that I'm talking about.
One tuner.
How do you mark it?
One tuner.
I just click add.
Non-tuner light monster.
And like I also have the names for that card. Like this is Pachingo, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
And then like, but eventually, you know, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I can see what I've edited because I've done this, right? Like anything that I haven't edited doesn't have any slices. Anything that has slices, I've edited. That's my thought.
Yeah, I get that. It just helps my brain so much. Like it reduces my headache.
Yeah, then do it.
So,
for me, it would. Yeah, for me, I don't.
Yeah.
It is able to switch the battle position of a monster and also inflict piercing damage, letting you switch most monsters to defense position and then attacking and inflicting it is able to switch the battle position of letting you switch most monsters to defense position, which is pretty good. Now, it's a level 8 monster. There are just so many better. Now, it's a level 8 monster. There are just so many better options, which is a shame. Which is a shame.
I went to Barnes & Noble today to get number 6 in the Tokyo Ghoul.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have it because I have 5 and 7.
Dude, you gotta Amazon it, bro.
Yeah.
Do you know they're cheaper on Amazon?
I bet they are. Yeah, but I was hanging out with Janessa and she loves Barnes & Noble.
She loves
so
Barnes &
I'm like,
Noble. I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like dude, I get it because like there's something magical about being in person.
There's something
like,
very magical about it.
Like dude, like I've been collecting Berserk, right? The Berserk hardcover is beautiful,
Yeah.
Fucking mangas, dude. They're so they're like double size. Here, I'll actually get one. Hold on.
Damage, letting you switch most monsters to defense position, and then it is able to switch the battle position.
Like this is what it looks like.
Piercing damage, letting you switch most monsters to defense position, and
dude, like look how big this is.
Piercing of a monster. And also piercing damage, letting you switch.
Like this is like it's just it's 3 volumes in one.
Yeah.
Anyway, like I understand, dude. There's something magical about just being in person and buying it and touching it. But at Barnes & Noble, it's $50. On Amazon, it's $30.
Yeah.
and then attacking in, inflicting piercing battle damage, which is pretty good.
Yeah, so you ended up
Now,
not getting it,
it's a
and now you
level
just still
8
can't read your
monster.
manga.
Yeah.
Just
Cringe, dude.
Yeah. Are you watching my stream right now?
light monster.
My phone
letting
is
you
off,
switch
but it was
most
I had it
monsters
pulled up.
to defense
It's
Okay,
on
okay.
my phone.
I just see 2 people, so I don't know if that's
yeah,
like
the
a.
second one is me. The second
Okay,
one is me.
okay.
and then attacking in, inflicting non-tuner light monster, letting you
Yes,
switch
the second one
most
is me.
monsters to defense position, and then attacking in, inflicting piercing battle damage, which to switch the it is able to switch the battle position of a monster and also inflict piercing damage, letting you switch most monsters to defense position and then attacking in, inflicting piercing battle damage, which is pretty good. Now, non-tuner light monster, letting you switch most one or more.
Dude, I'm gonna collect
one
Tokyo Ghoul
tuner and
next.
one or more.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah, dude,
able
Tokyo
to
Ghoul's such a good
switch
manga,
the
man. I
battle
love that manga.
non-tuner light monster. It is able to letting you switch most. It is able to switch the battle position of a monster, letting you switch most monsters to defense position, and then it is.
I'm like
able
having an
to switch the
aneurysm right
battle
now,
position
dude.
Of a monster,
Why?
one tuner.
I
one or
can't
more-
figure out what I'm
one
trying to
tuner,
say
one or
in
more
this clip.
Non-tuner light monster. It
Do you
is
think you
able
have an
to
aneurysm now, or
switch
did you have an aneurysm before, and now you're trying to decipher your aneurysm?
No, I did have an aneurysm before. Like, you know, because you just repeat something
Yeah.
and just because you want to say it better. I can't tell. Like, I can't tell if I said one thing
able to switch the
and then
battle
I said
position of a
another thing,
monster
and I don't know
and
if
also inflict
If they're meant to be together.
meant to be together or if they're meant to replace each other. And I'm
I
like,
mean,
does it sound better together?
able
But it
to
like because when I have it when I have both clips, it sounds like I'm saying the same thing twice. But when I get rid of one, it sounds like there's
it's
something
missing
missing.
context.
Yeah.
So just keep it together. I think you're the only one who's ever gonna care. I think you're the only person who cares.
I might just be saying the same thing twice. I can't tell.
It
But
is
you also-
able
like,
to
here's the thing, like,
switch the battle position of a monster.
Maybe you are.
And also inflict piercing damage, letting you switch most monsters to defense position and then attacking in, inflicting piercing battle damage of a monster and damage, letting you switch the battle position of a monster. It is able
to switch the battle position of a monster and also inflict piercing damage, letting you switch most
Inflict-
monsters to defense position and attacking
in, inflicting piercing
Yeah,
inflicting
you
piercing
you're giving me
damage.
an you're
is
yeah,
pretty
you said the
good.
same thing twice.
Now-
Get rid of the first one. Get rid of the first one. Yeah, you said the same thing twice. You said the same thing almost 3 times. Just get
Right? But then what I'm saying is
non-tuner light monster.
is a non-tuner light monster
Switch most monsters
letting you switch, which doesn't make
most
sense. You like start the second clip with saying letting you switch, but that needs context. Let's see.
and
no,
also
saying it has
inflict
piercing
piercing
doesn't need
damage,
context.
letting
You
you
don't need to
switch
say
most
anything about
monsters to
it being
defense
defense.
What?
You don't saying that it inflicts piercing. You don't need the context that that monster is in defense position. Just piercing is related to defense position.
switch most monsters to defense position and then attacking in, inflicting piercing battle damage.
But the card lets you switch a monster to defense position. That's its effect. Letting you inflict piercing.
No, okay. Here's where I think you're getting confused. I think that's where you're confusing yourself. The fact that it switched to defense position does not let you inflict piercing damage.
Yes,
It
it
has-
does.
No, it has an effect that inflicts piercing.
It wouldn't be able
but-
to inflict piercing if it was in attack position.
I understand, but what I'm saying is that you don't need to say that. But look, it's cause and effect. The fact that it switched a monster to defense position doesn't give it the ability to do piercing.
Yes,
It
I know.
can do piercing because it is in defense
Yes,
position.
I'm
Because,
aware.
because otherwise, if it was in attack position, it wouldn't do piercing. But it would. You still take the difference in life points. The piercing is just an addition. Is an attribute added on to a monster that is currently in defense position. But that attribute's adding is.
I know,
an
dude.
attribute that
Here,
occurs for
listen.
attack
I'm
position
just gonna share my screen, bro.
Just share your screen. I don't know.
Let me
Give me
let
an idea.
let me share your screen so you can hear this terrible. Okay. Tell me when you're here.
Right, I'm here.
It is able to switch the battle position of a monster and also inflict piercing damage, letting you switch most monsters to defense position and then attacking and inflicting piercing battle damage, which is pretty.
Yeah, delete the second one. Just like, what the fuck, dude? Yeah, you're tripping right now.
Just
Actually,
delete the
split
second
right here.
one.
Split right here and delete the second one.
Now let's
This will make
see.
sense.
It is able to switch the battle position of a monster and also inflict piercing damage, which is pretty good. Now, it's a
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that did it. Oh man, that's funny.
level 8 monster. There are just so many better options, which is a shame.
Alright, I'm gonna lock in.
Yeah, I need to lock in a bit too.
Which is a shame because the effect itself isn't bad. The effect it, which is a shame.
Oh wait, yo,
Crazy.
Which is a shame because
dude, guess what? Guess what I have?
What?
Guess what I bought today?
What did you buy?
Milk.
Nice.
You know what that means?
Cereal.
I'll be back. You pay attention to the clothes you wear when you go forth?
No. Sometimes I do. I try not to look too bummy.
the effect itself isn't bad. The effect itself isn't bad, but it needs a light monster and 8 levels to summon. Which is a shame because the effect itself isn't bad. The effect itself isn't bad. It needs a light monster, but which is a shame because the effect itself isn't bad. The effect itself isn't bad. It needs a light monster. Summon. For that reason, it's going in F tier.
I've done 18 cards so far.
I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've only done 7. I've got such a long way to go.
How is it not? Yeah, dude. I mean, how many cards do you have do you talk about?
Over 20.
Yeah, I mean, I probably talk about like 1, 2, 3, probably talk like 7 more. I'm like 60% done now. I just gotta like really lock in. I'm still on monsters and I haven't even done spell and traps yet, so that's kind of cringe.
Yeah.
Black Brute Drago.
To be fair though,
Black Brute Drago.
that's just
This card has
clipping
a
it,
pretty
right?
good effect.
That's just clipping it down.
Black Brute Drago. Black
Yeah, I'm not
Brute
even like
Drago.
yeah. After I clip it down, then I still need to do all the visuals.
Yeah.
Black Brute Drago. This card has a pretty good effect. It lets you discard a Gemini monster to pop a spell trap. It lets you This card has a pretty good effect. It lets you discard a Gemini monster to pop a spell trap on your opponent's board, and has recursion with.
When you say you've done 7 cards, are you saying like you've done 7 full like finished cards, like finished parts of the video?
Mm-hmm.
Like you don't need to add any more.
No,
visuals
clipping
to that?
it down. Clipping it down.
Oh, clipping it down. So we're at the same stage in your editing, is what you're saying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On your opponent's board, and has recursion with. And it has recursion. When this card is destroyed, and it has it lets you discard a Gemini monster to pop a spell trap on your opponent's board, and has recursion and it has to pop a spell trap on your opponent's board. To pop a and opponent's board, and has Gemini monster to pop a spell trap, and it has recursion to pop a spell trap, and it has recursion. When this card is Gemini monster to pop a spell trap, and it has recursion. When this card is destroyed,
For some reason, the other day, I went back and I looked at like Mr. Beast's old videos, like
Yeah.
and he doesn't delete any of his posts, dude.
No.
Like, have you looked?
Yeah, yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Like
That's crazy. No.
you
They look
literally
like the type of shit that we're doing right now.
like you literally go back and you look at like he used to be like a child, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you watched his progress and like
Yeah.
what videos got views and how he like
Adapted
you
to it.
you watch his entire process. You can watch his entire process.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty interesting.
Special summon a Gemini monster from your grave and give it its effect. And give it its effect. It does all that with having 3,000 attack. It does all that with Now that is a strong card. But
Of course, it needs a Gemini monster to summon it, a Gemini monster to discard, and a Gemini monster to... But this card revolves purely around Gemini monsters.
70% done editing.
Which means
Or
you have to
cutting it
run
down.
Gemini monsters.
Nice.
This is a perfect example. But this card revolves but now that is a strong card. But this card revolves purely around Gemini monsters, which means you have to run Gemini monsters. This is a perfect example. This is a perfect example of a card that is niche. This is a perfect example of a strong card, but it's niche. Not a lot of decks can use this. Strong card. My monsters. Strong card, but it's this is a perfect example of a strong card, but it's niche. Not a lot of decks can use this. This is a perfect example of a card that is niche. This is a perfect example of a strong card, but it's this is a perfect example of a card that is niche. Strong card, but perfect example of a strong card. Perfect example.
Dude, I'm finally done with monsters.
Nice.
Of a card.
Dude, I'm never gonna want to play this deck again.
Is
I'm never gonna want to play this deck again, dude.
This is a
Oh my
perfect
God.
example of a strong card, but it's niche. This is a perfect.
Just kidding. I love speedruns.
Perfect example of a strong card, but it's niche. Not a lot of decks can use this. Black Rose Dragon. This is our first S tier monster.
You know how, like, people say if you kill Hitler as a baby, someone will just take his place?
I've never heard this concept, but I understand the idea.
Really? You've never heard this concept? Like, or maybe not even as a baby, just like as an adult, like, will be a vacuum of power that someone will rise up to that location. Just because you killed Hitler doesn't mean, like, the atrocities were end.
The atrocities would end. I agree that eventually someone would have done something just as awful.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you think Yu-Gi-Oh is the same?
Do you think if we like got rid of Yu-Gi-Oh, there would be a card game just as bad?
Yeah, something that like sucked us in. Because like
sucked us in.
Us in.
What would it have been? I'm trying to think about what that would have been for us. It's hard to say. Yeah, it's hard to say because it was also like we watched it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
There was like we had Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
And we like used to like hang out with each like it would probably just be another thing that was on Saturday morning cartoons that had a franchise. Like we could talk about like Bakugan, I guess, but that was like that didn't stay popular. We could talk about like Beyblade, but that wasn't on Saturday morning cartoons, I don't think. We still watched it, I guess. We could talk about like in our childhood, I just don't know if there was it could have been Pokemon. I probably would have been Pokemon. If I had to guess, it probably would have just been Pokemon.
I think it was a perfect storm.
You don't think anything would have
I think it was Barry Allen. I think it was Barry Allen on the night that he was messing with chemicals, bro.
You just think he just so happened to get struck by lightning and then
yeah.
like, everything just worked.
Yeah, dude.
I mean, to be fair, Pokemon was also very influential to our childhood.
Yeah, but not like Yu-Gi-Oh.
But I'm just saying, if Yu-Gi-Oh wasn't there, it probably would have just been Pokemon, because Pokemon was like the second. Like I think, like, would you agree that Pokemon's the number 2 thing? That's
Yeah,
like,
it is number 2.
yeah, yeah. So like, I'm just saying, if we got rid of number 1, it would have probably just been number 2. If I had to guess, all the energy we put into Yu-Gi-Oh, we probably would have just put into Pokemon. If I had to guess, or it would have been like, yeah, or we got older, or we stuck with Pokemon and we got older and then played Magic, and we would have been one of those cringe like,
Yeah.
yeah. Or you can just believe it was
No,
like,
maybe
destined.
you know.
We're just destined for Yu-Gi-Oh. Like, you don't think that I could have possibly given you a Charizard card instead of you, Bella? And then we just had a bond through Charizard, and then I had Y tattooed on me, and you had X tattooed on you because I was Mega Charizard Y, and you were Mega Charizard X. But yeah, there's just no world where that's a tie. I don't know, man. Like maybe that's, I don't know.
Dude. Wow. Oh, so funny.
Black Rose Dragon. This is our first.
Dude, I
round
slammed my
Gemini
ankle
monster.
against my car door like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's still bruised, dude.
Oh,
Like, I just
dude.
brushed it up against like my fucking chair, and like it's still in pain.
Dude, I think I need to see the doctor. My left leg has been itchy for. I know it sounds stupid.
No, I mean, I believe you, dude.
It's been itchy since. I think it's been almost a year.
Yeah, you should probably go to the doctor. Dude, I also just don't go to the doctor when I need to.
Yeah.
And I go to the doctor more than like my girlfriend does. And I think that she's like she doesn't see the doctor nearly enough. But me, like, I also just don't. Like my knee, I actually have knee problems, dude. Like I should be going to the doctor for my knee because like it gets really bad. Like last year, it got to the point where like one time I had to like physically lift my leg up so I could walk out the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like I still get knee pain today.
Hey man, I get it. I'm
Dude, I just think I'm getting
chronically ill. I have a disease. Do I go to the doctor for that as much as I should? No.
It's so bad.
But this card revolves purely around Gemini monsters, which means you have to run Gemini monsters. This is a perfect example of a strong card, but it's a niche. Black Rose Dragon. This is our first S tier monster. Level 7. When special summoned.
Dude, we're really like editing a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTube videos together at the same time.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it. I also like doing this while streaming.
Yeah, I think maybe it's just the time, or maybe people just aren't interested. But hey, I think this could be a thing. Like if we just stream with editing.
I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm literally, this is like the new thing for me now. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have a watch right now too, so.
You do? I
Yeah.
I haven't gotten one. But
I mean, I'm at 1 watcher. You're at 2 watchers right now.
what do you mean?
Probably you and me, and I'm probably mine.
Wow. No, I've got one, dude. You're not watching.
No, I was on it. It literally said you had 2.
Fake, bro. Okay.
Anyway, I have 1 watcher.
Nice, dude.
Monster. Level 7. When special summoned. Summoned. Monster. Level 7 when special summoned. Monster. Level 7 when special summoned. When synchro summoned. Destroy all monsters on the field. That monster. Level 7 when special summoned. When synchro summoned.
When synchro summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. That clears the entire... You know what's crazy to me?
What?
That very smart people, like, I mean like very smart people, disagree on things.
Why is that crazy?
I just think, like, something that I've been thinking about recently is like I feel like I am, relatively to how I feel, I'm easily convinced of things. Where, like, I'll go back and forth on things because I hear a smart person say something smart, you know?
Yeah, I also feel the same way.
Yeah. We're like like the idea as if there is a God. Like, one thing that, like, I'm like, oh, of course there is like the idea that, like, nothing or something can't come from nothing. So there needed to be something before the something that is
Okay.
this, you know?
Right.
So, like, obviously something created this. And, like, not intelligence can't come from non-intelligence. Like, that just makes sense to me. But, like, some
Okay.
people believe this to be true, you know? Or, like, the idea that, like you, like, people who, like, people think the Big Bang happened from literally nothing. And, like, is that not crazy? Is that not evidence enough? But then I hear some people, and they
hear some people's takes otherwise.
that are smart, and I'm like, yeah, man, that's I get that too. Like, there's no way to prove that God exists, and it's all copium, you know.
It's all copium. It's, I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. There's something that is a perspective.
There's two. Who knew? Here's something crazy. Who knew there are two sides to is there God? Does God exist? There's two sides to that argument. Like, there's people who believe yes and people who believe no.
Yes, and both can be smart.
And both can be smart.
And so, yeah, exactly, and still disagree.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah.
Oh man, it's just one of those things.
Yeah.
Dragon. This is our first S tier monster.
But I would typically say that smart people would be more, I don't know, like, I feel like smart people hold positions, but they don't hold positions just because they want to believe that position to be true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, even the people that are smart that believe in God have reasons to justify their belief. Yeah. There are people who believe in God that don't have justifications for their beliefs other than that.
Yeah, I mean, that's there's people more like that on both sides, but the smart people have legitimate reasons. And that's the thing, right? It's not, but that's what I think is crazy, is like, it's not just smart people that believe in one thing, you know?
Right, there are some people who don't believe in God that are not smart and don't have any justification for their non-belief.
And vice versa.
Yeah, and vice versa. Yeah, yeah. And people who believe in, right.
Yeah, and I just think that's...
what you're basically saying is like, wow, isn't it crazy that there's like smart people that disagree, but also
isn't
it even crazier that like there are like people that aren't smart that still disagree?
Yeah, I know, dude. Yeah, crazy, right? Monster. Level 7, when special summoned, when synchro summoned.
I mean, I think
crazy, right? Crazy world out there, right?
I would prefer to listen to a smart person that I disagree with than
a dumb person on a
topic. Yeah, than a dumb person that I
destroy
agree with.
All monsters.
Generally.
Or a dumb person that you or smart person that you agree with. Wait, no, never mind. I've lost it. I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But also, even people that aren't necessarily don't have reasons to back up their arguments, they still have something to. I would still say it's still worth talking to those people who like,
Yeah.
don't have like justifications to back up what they think,
Yeah.
because
Synchro
something
Summon,
is making
destroy
them
all
believe that.
monsters
Yeah.
on the field.
Whatever they're
That
thinking,
clears
whether
the
they think it's
entire
like
board.
you
When
know
Synchro Summon,
OTKs are good in
destroy-
Yu-Gi-Oh or not.
when
Like if they just
Synchro
feel like
Summon-
it's good.
when
Like
Synchro
there's
Summon,
something about them
destroy
that's
all
drawing them
monsters
to the belief
on
that
the
OTKs
field.
are good in Yu-Gi-Oh, and
That
I don't
clears
like.
the
I would still
entire-
want to know what it is.
Yeah.
When Synchro Summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. That clears the entire board.
I'm so cringe. What I said for Black Rose Dragon is
When Synchro Summon,
when Synchro Summon, destroy all monsters on the field.
That
That clears
the entire
that clears the entire field. I just said the same thing twice.
Well, no, but no. You should update it because Black Rose destroys all cards on the field, not all monsters. So just
Oh
like,
wait,
get
did
rid of
I have to think, did I say monster or
When
card?
Synchro Summoned, destroy all monsters.
All
on the
monster.
field.
I said all
That
monsters.
clears the entire
So then what you
board.
do is
That clears the
you drop a
entire
card-
board.
Yeah. On summon that clears the entire board. If this card summon that clears the entire board.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
yeah.
Summoned, destroy all monsters.
Destroy.
That clears the entire board. That
That clears the entire board.
when Synchro Summoned, destroy all monsters.
And Synchro Summoned,
Clears the entire board.
here's
Destroy all monsters.
destroy.
Clears the entire board.
I don't think I can stitch this together to make it say that.
All monsters on the field.
You can also just do like an asterisk or like a star and just be like you meant all cards.
Yeah. That's what I'm gonna have to do.
Destroy all monsters on the field. On the field. That clears the entire board. It has another effect. People don't use it. It has another effect. On top of that, it does have another effect, but it's only used in plant decks, and even then, it's not very important. On top of that, it does have an
Dude, I'm almost done.
Nice.
entire board. On top of that, it does have another important. Next, we have the Blackwing monster. Next,
That's so funny. I like actually re-recorded an entire take because when I was reading my script, I didn't like feel like I understood what the card meant. So I reread it and tried to feel like I understood what the card meant, thinking that would change how the words I said. But it didn't change the word I said. It sounds the same both times. It's just like one.
That's
Yeah,
so
it
funny.
wasn't.
That's so funny. Oh, that's so funny, dude.
next we have Blackwing monster. Okay, now we're coming up on the Blackwing monsters. Blackwing monsters. Now these are niche. These are all niche but strong. These are all niche but strong. these are all niche but strong. Let's start with Blackwing Armed. Let's start with Blackwing Armed. Let's start with Blackwing Armed. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense position, I took 5 tries to say Blackwinged Armed Wing. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. Let's start with Blackwing Armed. Isn't it funny that the boss monster in Black Wings isn't a Blackwing card?
It's a black winged card.
Yeah. That's so dumb. If it attacks a defense position, like, what were they thinking? Like, it was just too strong if it was a Blackwing card.
That's pretty cringe.
If it attacks a defense position, it gains 500 and inflicts piercing.
Dude, I'm finally on traps. There's only 3 fucking traps.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Level 6. Strong effect for a level and can be cheated out with value. So that's a niche but strong. Now the level 7 Blackwing Armor Master. Now the level 7 Blackwing Armor Master.
You know there's a Speedroid card called Redicyl? And I think it's meant to be a play on words recycle.
Recycle, yeah. Strong effect for a level 6 and can be cheated out with value. Now the level 7 Blackwing Armor Master. You know an interesting archetype?
Huh?
Are you familiar with the fur hires?
Yeah. I made a furry meme about them.
Yeah, but you know how they read? How like you in the card text it says for hire.
What do you mean?
Here, let's pull this up. Fiction. Like, you can special summon one monster for hire. You can special summon one monster for hire from your hand. If a monster for hire is special summoned, you can special summon one monster for hire. Not one for hire monster. One monster for hire. The pun.
Just to play on words.
It's they actually use the play on words. You can special summon one monster for hire.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, isn't that fire?
Yeah, I would never have known that. Brought that up.
Yeah, I love that. I love when cards do that. Can't be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage.
It was my meme was if your favorite deck is for hire, and then it was Moist Cradle being like, does it even need to be said? Does it even need to be said?
Yeah.
You can immediately tell what this means.
The thing with these Blackwing cards is now the thing with these Blackwing cards is
the thing with these Blackwing cards is they are all so important for value. Being able to synchro climb into a 6, a 7, and then an 8. They are all so important for value. Being and then an 8. And a 7 and then an 8. So the pure fact that this is level 7 they are all so important for value. Being able to synchro climb into a 6, a 7, and then an 8. They are all...
I don't know how I want to do this.
Pure fact that this is level... You get into a level 8 with value is important.
Yeah, that's really cringe. They actually like just complete decimated a good trap card for a good speedway trap card. Basically, what it does is you can you activate it, and then you can special summon a speedway tuner monster from your graveyard, right? And that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And then but the thing is, you roll a die, and then its level becomes that level.
That's so funny.
And then you can synchro summon into a monster with monsters you control.
That's fire.
Dude. The thing that's cringe is that if you didn't have a gamble effect, you just summoned a speedway tuner from your grave and then synchro summoned with it, like that's an IP Masquerade that would be really good. It's that the gamble effect fucking ruins the card. Like the fact that you need a gamble for the tuner, it makes it so like you don't know what you can. You don't even know if you can.
But what's the card called?
Rediceal.
Exactly. You're recycling by getting the card from your grave and then rolling a dice. So,
Bruh.
You're the bad one.
Hold on. I'm gonna put you. I'm literally gonna put you in the clip. I need you to say that again. All right, I'm recording.
Oh, I don't remember what I said. Oh, wait. Listen, it's called Rediceal. Dude, it recycles a card from the grave and then rolls a dice. That's the point, man.
It's still bad.
Nah, you're bad.
Okay. I'll see if that's funny in there. But you did make me understand the pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did make me understand the pun. You did make me understand the pun, to be fair. I didn't understand it before you said that.
Yeah, you're bad.
So the pure fact that this is level 7, which lets you get
They could have just made
with value, is important.
They actually could have just made Rediceal, like as in you just summon dice from your hand deck or graveyard. Dude, imagine you could just summon Speedway Red.
Yeah, but it's Rediceal.
And then synchro summon on your opponent's turn.
Then it wouldn't be Rediceal.
It would just be called Diceal, but I think Diceal would be
just Diceal is crazy.
Dude, I think if it was just Diceal, it would be a good card. Like, I actually can't believe how much they screwed up.
No, because if it was just Diceal, it would still be rolling a die. That's the bad effect.
No, you'd be summoning the dice. Red-Eye Dice. You'd be summoning... Red-Eye Dice is the dice in Diceal.
Listen, man. It's not a bad card if you have the Heart of the Cards.
Yeah, Heart of the Cards. Yeah, right. Yeah. Cringe, dude. Yeah.
So the pure fact that this is level 7, which lets you get...
You know, I get the occasional, like on my For You page, just like a clip of Yugi cheating. Like I just watched a video and it's Yugi activating Pot of Greed and then picking up 2 cards for his first draw and then 2 more cards for his second draw.
Dude, I saw a clip of Kaiba being, or Yugi being like, I activate polymerization. And then he's like,
and then the
but I
arrow
will
that
fuse it. Yeah,
shoots fuses the arrow with his
he's like,
skull mammoth.
I'm gonna fuse spell shattering arrows with your monster. And Kaiba's like, no, Yugi, I didn't even know you could do that. Yugi's like, well, yes, I can, Kaiba. Get fucked.
He fuses the skull mammoth with his spell card arrow, fuses those two to shoot into Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, Ultimate Dragon. And then he says, but because Mammoth is dead, is undead, it actually doesn't give me your monster. It actually attaches to Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon and drains its life or something. Type, yeah. And it's like, what are you saying, Yugi?
Dude, that literally sounds like me versus you when we were kids.
Literally.
You're like, wait,
no,
you haven't even read the rulebook. You didn't even read the rulebook yet. And I'm just telling you, no, trust me. This is so works.
No, you know what it is? You know how Yugi plays? He plays like every 8-year-old ever, just like I shoot flaming missiles at you. And then the other guy's like, I put up a force field. It's like, well, actually, my flaming missiles are counteract your force field. It's like, actually, my force field, I superpower it so that it shoots lasers and blows up your missiles. And it's like, that's what Yugi's playing.
Yeah, this is why Yugi's the king of games, is because like everyone else is playing by the rules, and he just like is some 8-year-old kid who doesn't understand, and just says, "Yeah, well, I do a pot of greed, which lets me draw 3 cards from my deck."
Yeah. It lets me have sex with your mother.
Into a level 8 with Rhino is important, but with the previously mentioned effects, it can also be good to be normally synchro summoned as well. So the pure fact that this is level 7, which lets you get into a level 8 with Vayu, is important. But with the previously mentioned effects, it can also be good to be normally synchro summoned as well.
I actually need to like verify that that's what this card does, because I think it's so ridiculously bad that there's no way that this is what the card does.
I had to do that with some of my synchro monsters too.
No, these are
I'm like, did I read
bad.
this wrong? Because like, there's no way that's actually what the card does.
Last but not least, Last but not least, Silverwind the Ascendant. Blackwing, Silverwind the Ascendant. This card is able to pop 2 monsters on the board. Last but not least, Blackwing. Last but not least, Blackwing's. Last, Silverwind the Ascendant.
No, yeah, that's actually what it does. Wow, that's actually so bad.
Wings Silverwind.
What? That's a card? Like I'm like having like post edit realizations of how bad this card is. Like this card is so garbage.
Blackwing Silverwind the Ascendant. This card is able to pop 2 monsters on the board when synchro summoned.
Like, no, dude.
With 2,000 attack roll hour.
I need to show you this card. Hold on, look at my screen. I have to show you this card. This card is like probably the worst Yu-Gi-Oh card I've ever seen. Finally, we have a dice roll battle. As a normal trap card, when your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can banish a Speedroid monster from your grave and a Speedroid tuner from your hand.
Why?
To special summon a Synchro monster from your extra deck whose levels equal the monsters you banished. Then, during your opponent's battle step, you can banish Dice Roll Battle from your grave to target attack position Synchro monsters on both sides of the field and force your opponent's Synchro monster to attack the one you control. This is a super gimmicky card, and
what does that
probably
even
shouldn't be used in
do?
any legitimate strategy. Your opponent,
His grave, a grave effect doesn't do anything.
the grave effect works when your opponent controls a Synchro monster and you control a Synchro monster, and then you make your opponent's Synchro monster attack your Synchro monster during their battle step.
But they're probably already attacking. Like,
I think the idea is that you summon Clearwing Synchro Dragon, and when a monster that's level 5 or higher attacks it gains, or Crystal Wing, it gains attack equal to that monster's attack, so you could force them into attacking your Crystal Wing.
that's terrible.
But like, dude, I don't understand. Like, why do they have to have a Synchro monster to make that happen? Like, the odds of them having a Synchro monster is so low.
They don't. Yeah, that's unnecessary text.
Yeah, it's unnecessary text. Yeah, they have to have a Synchro monster
Yeah.
to force their Synchro monster to attack your Synchro monster, and then presumably you win the battle. But what if you activate this card and their Synchro monster has more attack than your Synchro monster, and you can't do anything? You just die.
Yeah. Then. Well, the funny thing is, like, what if they just chose to attack your Synchro monster because that's the monster.
That's the monster they wanted to attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you activate the effect for no reason other than to say, I activate my trap card. It forces you to attack me. And your opponent's like, yeah, I was going to do that anyway.
That's why I'm in the battle phase, dude.
Yeah, I'm literally in the battle phase because I want to attack your monster. I wouldn't be in the battle phase if I didn't want to.
Yeah, I get it. That's what the battle phase is for, dude.
We watched a whole video about that. You can check it out here.
You fell right into my trap. Because you have a Synchro monster, I'm gonna make you attack my monsters. It's like, yeah, dude.
Like, yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was already gonna do that.
That was my plan. Oh, that's so funny.
To target attack position Synchro resolved in a game, though.
That's so
And
shit.
there you have it.
So
This
shit.
is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see this deck in action and learn some cool cards, see on. And there you have it.
Last but not least,
Maybe you should
There you
end
have
it. Maybe you should
This
end
is-
it with like just record like if you want to see the rest of the archetype to kind of like foreshadow your next video.
Yeah, I was just saying this is the Speedroid archetype. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links.
In Duel Links?
If-
Yeah.
If you'd like to see the rest of the archetype in action, if you'd like to see the rest of the archetype,
Comment, like, whatever, subscribe. Yeah, whatever.
yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will
but at
post a
least
part 2 with the
Blackwing
rest of the archetype.
Silver
Okay, yeah,
Wind
hold on, I'm gonna do that right now.
Ascendant. This card is able to pop 2 monsters on the board when Synchro summoned, with 2,000 attack or lower.
Oh wait,
This card is.
I
able
can
to
literally
pop
just do
2
that with
monsters
you
on the
here too,
board
because I'm
when
just gonna pull the
Synchro
audio
summoned.
anyway.
Yeah.
And that was. Hold on, let me see what it
With
says. And there you have it.
2,000
This is the.
attack.
And there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see the rest of the archetype and get in-depth knowledge on the rest of the card, fuck, I messed up. And there you have it. And there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see the rest of the archetype, like and subscribe and comment down below. No, I don't know. I don't know. How do I say this? It's getting. And there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links.
With
And there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to. And there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see the rest of the archetype. If you'd like to see the rest of the cards. And there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see the rest of the cards, like and subscribe for part 2. That's what I'm doing.
That was good. That was good.
Speedroid archetype. I'd like to see this deck in action and learn some cool combos. What's crazy is that I'm literally on the editing that part as we speak.
Yeah.
Dude, I just finished.
Last but not
editing it
least,
down. I'm gonna add that
Blackwing
that last that, like,
Silverwind the
ending right now.
Ascendant.
Nice.
This card is able to pop 2 monsters on the board when synchro
Good
summoned.
archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see the rest of the cards, like and subscribe for part 2.
With 2,000 attack roll hour.
What does that card do?
This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. And there you have it. This is the speed, and there you have it. This is the Speedroid archetype in Duel Links. If you'd like to see the rest of the cards, like and subscribe for part 2. If you'd like to see this deck in action and learn some cool combos, click the video on screen here. Click the video.
Defense lower than this card's attack. Defense
video you see on
lower
screen
than
now.
this card's attack.
Ascendant. This card is able
Click
to
the video
pop
you
2
see on
monsters
screen
on
now.
the board when synchro summoned.
Let's fucking go, dude.
With 2,000
Holy
attack
shit,
roll.
I just finished the first part of editing.
Base up monsters on the field with defense lower. The defense of this card has to be lower than
Today we're
2,800.
talking about Speedroids in Duel Links. Starting
With
our monster lineup
2,000
off, Speedroid
attack roll.
Terratop is your main
with cards who have
That's so cringe.
defense lower than
Okay.
2,800,
Woo!
which is a handful.
Feels freaking good, dude. Card. It acts as a Stratostat.
With cards who have with cards who have
Wow, dude.
with cards who have defense lower than 2,800, which is a handful of them. Very strong effect.
Where are you at right now?
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing all the Blackwing cards right now. I don't know how I want that to be edited down, to be honest, because I kind of lumped them all together in some sort of way. So, but like, it's just weird because I don't know the Blackwing cards very well, and I don't know how relevant their effects. I mean, obviously they're relevant, but like, I don't know. I don't care too much about them.
Again, Vayu Turbo can cheat out a 2,000.
Because it's like how Vayu uses them is completely different from how they are using Blackwings too. You know?
Yeah, did you differentiate what, like, the differences?
I brought them both up, kind of, but I don't know.
800 beat stick, which is pretty good. So again, niche but strong.
Today we're talking. Welcome to Archetypes Uncovered. In this series, we dive into archetypes and analyze each card's role in their deck so you can become the best duelist there is. Comment down below the archetypes you want uncovered. Let's go. Today we're talking about Speedroids in Duel Links.
I like that. I like that.
Oh, you see it? Oh, am
Yeah.
I sharing my screen?
Yeah, you're still sharing your screen.
Oh, whoops! I did not mean to do that. What background do you think I should use? So from here. Today, do I go into this background? Talking about Speedroids, or do I go into this background but black? In Duel Links, starting our monster, or do I go into or do I go into paper?
Ooh.
We have Galaxy. We have Gray.
I think Galaxy. It just
Because
has the
Galaxy's
most brain stimulation, you know?
Okay. Wind Monster, which all Speedroid cards just so happen to be, you can special summon it from your hand. Dude, I finally got it. It's 17 minutes long.
Nice.
Welcome to Archetypes
Yeah, so do you think this is good?
In this series, we dive into archetypes and analyze each card's role in their deck so you can become the best duelist there is. Comment down below the archetypes you want uncovered. Let's go.
Today we're talking about Speedroids in Duel Links. Transition's so abrupt. It goes from like this into this. Does this like match the vibe of the intro? Today we're talking about
Yeah, you do need like some sort of transition, kind of like how.
I'm gonna have a transition, but do you think the like obviously I'll have one like here where I was good at transitions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe like, but even still, do you think that like what's it called? What the hell? Do you
Yeah,
think
and
that,
those aren't like
even still, yeah, like are these? I don't know what's going on. Like why I can't drop that on there.
aren't those like the filters?
No, those are transitions. What's going on, dude? Is my like DaVinci Resolve like tripping out? This is literally a transition. I don't even know. I'm gonna close DaVinci Resolve and reopen it.
I don't know. Could you make that white to fit your branding better?
Oh, like the Galaxy White? Maybe. But I see what you're saying.
Like I just like that one because it's more busy than the others.
I might be able to make it black and white. Let's see. Oh, but that's the only reason why you care about this. What if I like just get a different stimulating background? That's not the ones I showed you.
Okay, that works too.
Up on the Blackwing monsters. These are all niche but strong.
Do you think I should have a white background, not a black background?
White or black? White or both?
Let's start with
Either works.
Blackwing Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense position, it gains 500.
The only reason why I think
and
black is I just don't want people's like
Strong
screens
effects
to
for a
just be
level
or screens to
6
blast
and
them in the
can
eyes if they're
be
watching at
cheated out
nighttime.
with value.
Yeah.
Now the level 7 Blackwing Armor Master. It can't be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from this card. Niche but strong. They are all so important for value. Being able to synchro climb into a 6, a 7, and then an 8. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense so important for value. Being able to synchro climb into a 6, a 7, and then an 8. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense position, it gains 500 and inflicts piercing. Strong effect for a level 6 and can be cheated out with value. Now the level 7 Blackwing Armor Master can't be destroyed by battle, and you take Blackwing Armor Master. Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense position, it gains 500 and inflicts piercing. Strong effect for a level 6 and can be cheated out with value. Now the level 7 Blackwing Armor Master can't be destroyed by battle, and you take no battle damage from this card. So the pure fact that this is level 7, which lets you get into a level 8 with value, is important. But with the previously mentioned effects, it can also be good to be normally synchro summoned as well. Last but not least,
Blackwing Silverwind the Ascendant. This card is able to pop 2 monsters on the board when synchro summoned, with cards who have defense lower than 2,800, which is a handful of them. Very strong effect, and again, Vayu Turbo can cheat out a 3,000 beat stick. Again, Vayu Turbo can cheat out a 2,800 beat stick, which is pretty good. So again, niche but strong. Bryonic Dragon. Bryonic.
I don't think I like this section.
Bryonic Dragon. Bryonic, Dragon of Ice Period.
I think I just did a bad job.
Okay, now we're coming up on the Blackwing. They are all so important for value. Being able to synchro climb into a 6, a 7, and then an 8. Let's start with Blackwing Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense position, it gains strong effect. Now the thing with these Blackwing cards is, so the pure fact that this is level 7, which lets you get into a level 8 with value, is important. But with the previously mentioned effects, it can also be good to be normally synchro summoned as well. Last but not least, Blackwing Silverwind the Ascendant. This card is able to pop 2 monsters on the board when synchro summoned, with cards who have defense lower than 2,000. Which is a handful of them. Very strong effect, and again, Vayu Turbo can cheat out a 3,000 beat stick. Again, Vayu Turbo can cheat out a 2,800, and again, Vayu Turbo can cheat out a 2,800 beat stick, which is pretty good. So again, niche but strong.
I'm gonna share my screen. You should check this out. So I'm trying to do all 3 of the Blackwings, right? And it's weird because there's the value and their actual effect, and like I want to put emphasis on both and like lump them together. So I have this, see this colored part right here? I moved this to the beginning. It was actually later, which I realized it might be cringe because look at the tier list.
Monsters. These are all niche but strong. They are all so important for value. Being able to synchro climb into a 6,
and then
a 7, and then an 8.
And then it disappears because I'm not
Armed Wing. If it attacks a defense position,
oh, you can just edit that to make it better if you want. Like you could edit that so it doesn't look like that.
Yeah.
And can be cheated out with value.
Yeah, I think it's cringe to not edit it the way you should.
And then it's there here.
Yeah. I think like there's no way where you like keep that in, but I think that you can. I think the audio makes sense there.
The audio makes sense there, yeah.
Yeah, so I think you should edit the visuals so it doesn't look like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, make it so, like the way you would do is you would mask out your camera, and then duplicate the bottom, like the layer to the left, and then put it underneath. So then your cam, because the only thing that's moving right now in the second clip, in like that the slightly like teal clip that looks out of place is your camera, and that's the only thing that matters, right? Everything else is just still. So you could just mask out your camera and then get a still image and put it behind it. Does that make sense?
Yeah. That's a lot of work. Dude, this is gonna be a lot of editing, dude.
That's not, I mean, it'll take you like...
No, I just mean this video. This video in general. This is a long...
Yeah, I mean, like, that edit would probably take you 20 seconds. Like, you just need to open up... Like, what you should do is, I guess, highlight... Open this in Fusion. You have to open the... So, yeah, click the clip. I don't think that's the right clip. You have to select it. Yeah, you might even be able to highlight both of them. Yeah, yeah, highlight all of it. See, and then open that in Fusion. That would be cool. That's it. Is that correct? Is this?
You know, I'm not good at using Fusion.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, and then now click the little square that's above the stop. You know, the play and pause.
The square?
Yeah, click the square underneath that.
Oh.
Yeah, and then drag that over your camera. I think you have to move it by moving the middle thing, the middle green stuff. Yeah, so just make sure that you just mask out just your camera.
I don't like how it moves both sides. I guess it
Like
doesn't
the
necessarily need to be exact, does it?
No,
Like, it's okay if there's hangover, because
it's gonna be the same. Yeah. Okay, now go back to the edit page.
Hello. How are you? What are you doing?
I just got back from dancing.
Oh, wow. That's funny that you assumed that I would be awake right now.
I saw your light on.
Still.
I did assume that you'd be awake though, yeah. Earlier you said you were editing a video, and I figured you'd probably still be doing that.
Yeah, I am still doing that.
They are
Oh,
all
these are
so
cute.
important for value. Being able to see.
I still haven't figured out how to pick up my Amazon package. Also, Office Depot contacted. Whoa.
Oh, did I just mess it up, Eagle?
I wasn't paying attention. To what
I
you were doing.
just messed it up. I did.
Hold on.
No, I know I did.
Wait, stop, whatever you're doing. Control Z.
No, I'm not gonna control Z, bro.
Dude, but you might be able to I think you probably just did it on one of the clips and you just need to copy the fusion composition of both.
Dude, I don't know what you're saying, dude.
Yeah, I know you don't know what I'm saying. Go back to the first part.
What do you mean?
Yeah, this part's not fucked up. Look, I can see it's correct. This is what you wanted to do.
Oh, look at that.
You just have to copy the fusion composition on this.
Dude, I don't even know what that means, dude.
Okay, go back and open this one in Fusion.
We're in Fusion.
Yeah, see that rectangle? Copy this rectangle.
Copy this rectangle.
Bottom left. Above median. Copy this. Yeah, Control Z.
Copy.
Or you can just copy.
I'm just.
Now go back there. Now go to the next clip that you need to do. So you need to highlight, I guess, zoom in and go to the. No, it's gonna be probably the middle one.
This one.
Yeah, probably this one. Yep. So open this one in Fusion. So click the Fusion page.
Oh, I don't think I understand.
And then now paste it in here. And then drag that rectangle one into media in one. You have to drag that into there. Yep, there we go. And then now do it again for the last one, the one that you started fucking up. Yeah, see, you started fucking this one up. So delete this rectangle.
Oh, and then paste this rectangle.
Yeah.
And then connect this.
And then connect that.
So what?
Now go.
Listen, it's like 1:30. I still don't understand what this is accomplishing.
So zoom in.
Zoom in like this?
I guess. Other way. I guess you want to put the current video footage onto a layer above it. So right now you mainly see audio, so like just adjust that so you can see.
Oh, we want to see this.
Yeah, and then drag. So all of that's highlighted. Move it up one. Yep, that's good. Okay. And then you want to probably copy the clip right to the left of it. You want the tier list to the left of that, right?
I don't know what I want, dude.
Hold Alt.
Alt.
And click the clip, one of the clips. Doesn't matter which one. Not the one above. Hold on, Control Z that. On the bottom timeline. Yeah, click Alt Yeah, just drag that over. That's fine. That's fine. And now just extend that clip. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now click play.
Okay, now we're coming up on the Blackwing monsters. These are all niche but strong. They are all so important for value. Into a 6, a 7, and then an 8. Let's start with Blackwing.
Yeah, see, now it looks like it.
I understand. Oh my gosh. Okay, I get you. Thank you. Thank you for that.
So funny.
I was not understanding. Okay. Thank you.
If it attacks a defense position, it gains 500 and inflicts piercing. Strong effect for a level 6.
Okay, well, what were you saying, Janessa, about
now the level 7.
Oh,
Blackwing
just
that
Trader
would
Joe's
buy you.
messaged
Now the
me
level 7
literally
Blackwing
yesterday, and I
Armor
didn't
Master
see it
can be
until
destroyed.
yesterday, like 2 days ago.
Battle.
Uh-huh.
And so I'm gonna
damage.
respond to them
thing
2
with
days
these
later
Blackwing
tomorrow.
cards
Yeah, that
is-
sucks.
I thought you said they messaged you and said that they weren't hiring or only hiring like manager positions.
But with the
That's
previously
Office Depot, sorry.
mentioned
I
effects,
accidentally said
it
Office
can
Depot, I don't know
also
why. I'm
be
talking
good
about Trader
even
Joe's.
normally synchronous.
I'm calling them
Oh.
tomorrow to set up an interview, but I'm just scared
Last
that
but
like
not least,
because I
Blackwing Silver
ignored them for a day
Ring.
that they're gonna be like,
This
oh,
card is
you're a
able to
loser.
pop 2 monsters
I
on
see.
the board when synchro summoned. With cards
That's
who
all.
have
I just
defense
am
lower
also
than
in a
2000,
pending period before bed
which is
because
a
I'm super
handful.
energetic right now because I
Very
just went
strong
dancing.
effect.
Mm.
But
Again,
I
Value Turbo can cheat out a 2800 beat stick, which
also
is pretty
sleep
good.
it sometimes.
So
Yeah.
again, niche but strong.
Yeah, I'm pretty EP.
Oh, I also wanted to post Instagram.
But strong.
Okay.
What am I doing?
Oh, I will tell you I am currently live right now. To no one, but still.
Oh, really? That's really funny.
Yeah.
Should I not be in the background of your video?
No, I'm not making a video right now.
Bryonic Dragon.
They can hear.
What's that?
They can hear.
Bryonic
No one
Dragon
can
of
hear you
Ice
because no one's watching right now, but
Bryonic
But
Dragon of
Yes.
supposedly,
Ice.
like,
yes.
oh,
This
okay.
card is
Mhm.
limited
Take me
because
home,
it's very good.
country
Bryonic
roads,
Dragon of the Ice Barrier.
to the place
This card is
I
limited
belong, West
because it's
Virginia,
very good.
Mountain Mama, take me home, country roads.
Bryonic Dragon of the Ice Barrier.
All right, Josh. Does this transition look
This
better?
card is limited.
Let me see. Are you sharing your screen right now?
I will share my screen in
Okay,
just a
okay.
second. Screen 2. Okay.
Let's see.
Welcome to Archetypes Uncovered. In this series, we dive into archetypes
You did a
and
really
analyze
good job
each
on
card's
this.
role in their deck, so
Thanks.
you can become the best duelist there is. Comment down below the archetypes you want uncovered. Let's go. Today we're talking about speed
Yeah,
wards in
yeah.
Duel Links.
Is this a good background to use?
I mean, I don't think it's bad by any means. I don't think
You don't
it's I
bad,
don't
But it's not
like
too
I
good.
just think it's just very like it is, there's not a lot of movement, which I think if you're not gonna put a lot of like editing into
Yeah, I need
it,
to,
like
like,
you need
stimulate the
something,
viewer.
yeah, you need some sort of stimulation. That's why I like the Galaxy, because it's like, ooh, something to watch.
You know, what about this? Hold on. I'm about to cook. I'm cooking with this one.
Yeah,
Let me show
cook.
you. Let me show you this one. I'm gonna call this like okay, I'm gonna call this one like nodes. Okay, look at this one. Oh shoot. Fusion clips.
And I thought you wanted it not to be white, right?
I know, but dude, you told me to like stay on brand, and I think you're just right about that.
Yeah, but like it could be black with white specks. Like if you just invert it, right? Like
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
that's
no, I
still
know.
chill.
What the hell is going on? Cancel. What the hell is happening right now? Why is this not? Am I just?
Is
am I
it the
bad?
wrong is it the wrong type of video?
Oh yeah, it looks like it's like shit. Hold on.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I tried to download it and then it didn't fucking download. Yes. Yeah, okay, now it works. Whatever.
Oh, ooh, that one looks good. Wait.
Let me go back. Yeah.
Ooh, wait, that one's cool. Wait, play that one. I want to see it. That might be the one.
Starting our monster lineup off, Speedroid
Yeah, I like
Ceratop
that
is your
one.
main search card. It acts as a Stratos to add
Where'd you
any
find that?
Speedroid
That
monster
I
from
like
your
that
deck
one.
to your
That was
hand.
nice.
I just found it on this website. But,
Did you just find it right now, or have you
yeah,
been?
literally right now.
Yeah, no, that one's good. Yeah, that one's good.
So this one's good.
In Duel Links,
What if I like invert it to make it white? Because I know you were talking about.
No, I think that's better. You want it black with white, rather than white with black.
This, dude. Here's what white with black looks like.
I mean, that
today
looks
we're
good.
talking about
That one
Speedroids
is
in
more
Duel
does
Links.
look more your brand.
It does, right?
Yeah.
Is it cringe to have a white background in a video?
I don't think so, but if that's your own
Okay, if you don't think
personal
so-
like,
If you don't,
I don't
think
want.
so,
Talking about Speedroids in Duel Links. Starting our monster lineup off, Speedroid Ceratop is your main search
Like
card.
I've
It
never
acts
been
as a
like, oh,
Stratos
that's
to
a
add
white
any
screen. I don't want to watch that. I've never done that, but I know you're more particular about that. So
I'm more particular about like a lot of cringe things.
yeah, but like that's not a bad thing either, though.
Okay, how about this?
Today we're talking about. Today we're.
Is that too fast?
Yeah.
Today we're talking.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work because it's the layering is messed
Today
up.
we're talking about speed. Today we're talking about Speedroids in Duel Links. Starting our monster
that
lineup
works.
off, Speedroid Ceratop is your. Today we're talking about.
Why do you do
Speedroids in Duel
push?
Links.
I don't. I'm just saying that this is one option.
I wouldn't do push. I don't like push.
You wouldn't do push. What should I do instead? Multi-circle wipe?
Yeah, multi-circle wipe is gonna be better.
Today we're talking.
Oh
Yeah,
About,
right.
today we're. Today.
I can. How many circles do I do? One.
I might even do try drop
Today-
warp.
Today.
I've never used drop warp in this context, but I might. Like, I think it might look good.
Today we're talking about speed. Today we're. Today we're.
Is that good?
Today we're talking. Today we're.
Does that look good, or am I?
Today we're talking about. We're talking about. Today.
Oh, maybe
Feeling
the
that-
other one's better.
I kind of like multi-circle.
Today we're.
Yeah,
talking
I think I
about
like
speed-
multi-circle.
Today we're talking about.
Yeah, stick with multi-circle. Dude, I don't like this whole Blackwing thing.
Bryonic Dragon.
I think I'm cringe. I think I'm cringe and I should just stop messing with it.
Bryonic Dragon.
Why don't you like
Bryonic
it, and why do you think
Dragon
you're
of
cringe?
Ice Barrier.
Because I'm cringe. I think I'm cringe and it's late and I'm just not doing things as
These are all-
optimal.
And in
Today we're.
And
wait,
I think I just ramble, but I think it's also just because my
Bryonic
brain
Dragon
is
of Ice Barrier.
Like tired.
yeah.
Bryonic Dragon.
I'll
of
go
the-
back to it, but I'm just gonna move on.
Bryonic Dragon of Ice Barrier.
Yeah.
Bryonic
sense.
Dragon of the Ice Barrier. This card is Bryonic Dragon. Bryonic Dragon of Ice Barrier. Bryonic Dragon of the Ice. Bryonic Dragon of the Ice Barrier.
This card is limited because it's very good. It's limited because it's very good. Any number of cards and return that many cards. This card is limited. What do you think the best synchro monster in Edison is?
Undeniably, Brionic.
I knew you were gonna say that.
And then the only other argument that you could say is Goyo Guardian.
Yeah, I think Goyo.
Yeah, and you're wrong. Goyo is just a wrong take. That is actually just objectively wrong. Goyo is not the best.
I think
synchro monster.
Brionic is better in specific decks. Like it has.
What
Well, I
deck
think-
is Brionic better in that? Like, because Goyo's also good. Like any deck that's playing Brionic is gonna play Goyo.
I know.
and the-
Every deck should
yeah.
be running both of those cards.
Oh yeah. So here's the thing.
No
so
matter
if you could
what.
summon, if your deck can summon both,
You're running both. They're the best cards.
right? There is a better card of the two. Like I think.
But I'm
there's a better
saying,
use-
I think. I mean, this
Goyo's
is
a
stupid
good
because they're both should be
Different
running
use-
every single card in every single
They should be
deck.
used in every single deck,
But I
and they
think
have different.
Brionic has more effectiveness in specific decks where I think Goyo is
Dude,
its
how
effectiveness.
is wiping the board more effective in some?
Yeah,
decks
but
and not others?
it needs
It needs you to discard
and
cards.
yeah,
and you
it
still
needs
have
you
to
discard
draw
cards.
every single
So
turn.
like you can get more like I think just taking your opponent's card, the wide variety of deck can get more benefit off of that. This card is limited. Can juice, you know.
good. Discard any number of cards and
I think
return that
Goyo's
many
better.
cards back to
All I'm
the
saying is
Goyo's
Goyo is
better.
better.
Yeah, I know you. That's all you're saying, and all you're saying is wrong.
Yeah, I don't know,
Discard
man.
any number of cards. And
Like
return
Goyo's
that
the
many
only argument
cards
that's
back to the-
acceptable to not say you're actually just awful at Yu-Gi-Oh, but you're like bad at Yu-Gi-Oh.
I actually think it's Strike. Junk. I think it's actually Strike. Junk Strike guy. Or whatever his name is. That's the best.
Yeah, I know Strike Fight or whatever.
Strike Fighter. Yeah.
opponent's hand. Yeah, that's a good effect. That's a good effect. You can clear an entire board and attack for game.
Dude, what if I just like never needed to, what if all I had to do was like just have a background and don't actually add any cards? Then my video would be done right now.
Dude, yeah, that would be shit though. No one will watch that.
Summon. A lot of
Imagine if you didn't have to edit videos. Then you'd just be done.
Yeah.
And honestly, a whole video could be made on this card. It is very important to the meta of Edison format.
Like what I say about Brionic is that like a whole video could be made on this card. Because there's a lot of more skill to be used with Brionic than Goyo.
I mean,
But I think there's just more skill, and I think specific decks can take more advantage off of Brionic than other decks.
like, is your only deck that you're gonna say Dragon Turbo because they summon Brionic? It can literally wipe every single card your opponent controls and then draw for each card they wiped. Is that what you're trying to
That's
say?
another thing. Or like discard Dandelion.
I think that every deck in Edison format has cards that they want in their graveyard, and then those cards could be in their hand, and by discarding them, they like
No,
every deck
not
runs
every
Play-
deck.
Every deck runs Place Better. A lot of decks run Dandelion.
Oh
A lot
yes,
of decks run.
Brionic is
You could
is
run Brionic. You
one
can
of
add Amaryllis
like
deck, and
easily
Amaryllis wants to be in the great.
like debatably
Every
the
deck has-
best card in.
If you're running it in zombies, you can have
Edison.
Mizuki in your hand.
Yes, dude.
and then, like, discard
we
Mizuki.
agree
I know-
that
I know,
Brionic is like
Dude, that's
like
what I'm saying. It's
like it's S tier.
name a
It's
deck. Name a
extremely
deck
good.
that doesn't want to send.
I'm not.
okay.
There's not a deck. There's
It's
not
not a deck. Okay.
But what I'm
So you
saying
can with-
is, can I name a deck that wants to do it more than another? Yes.
You could, but I don't think that case means that the use case of Brionic goes away. The use
I'm
case
not
of Brionic
saying
is
the use case of Brio. It is still S tier, dude.
right, but you're saying that Goyo is better because of this reason, and I'm saying this reason doesn't matter. This is a
No,
this is a
no. What
null
I'm
reason.
no,
This
no.
reason doesn't
No, I
exist.
haven't
It doesn't.
asserted that yet.
Okay, so what are you asserting? Because
I'm
you told
asserting
me.
that
Then why are
Brionic
you even
can
talking
be
about this?
better. You
No,
shut the hell
why
up,
did you why the
dog.
hell did you say anything you just said if it's not to
Fuck
justify your reasoning?
you, bitch.
Dude, if it wasn't okay, yeah. So if everything you just said was a nothing burger, what
No,
is your
it's not a
actual reason?
nothing burger. These are the stairway. This is the stairway to heaven of
Okay, so
understanding
you're saying that
my
some decks
wisdom
can
that you don't
utilize
have.
Brionic over Goyo, but every deck
Better than
utilizes Goyo the same,
yes.
therefore Goyo is
So
better.
no. Why I
Okay,
think
so
Goyo is better than Brionic is because I think stealing a card and also having like the damage and beating over like Stardust and blah blah blah, like stealing a Stardust, I think is generally easier and better to like take advantage of than like the discard, send a card
well,
to hand.
I think the difference is that Brionic typically just wins you the game, and Goyo doesn't. Like Goyo gets you in an advantageous position.
Yeah,
but
but I
Brionic,
mean, Trident
like pretty much
Dragon.
anytime.
Yeah, same with
But
Trident
dude,
Dragon.
no, but like typically when you summon Brionic, you are gonna win the game. Like I like find it very rare that you summon Brionic and you don't win. Like that's crazy. Like they had something crazy if that's the case. Just most of the
I
time you
don't
summon
think you
Brionic,
just
you win.
I don't think you just play Brionic when you have lethal.
No,
Am I
exactly.
playing Brionic wrong? Is that what you're telling me? I should
I'm not
only
telling you
be
playing
playing
Brionic wrong.
Brionic when I
No,
have
but like
lethal? Like,
no, but like you could like if your deck, yeah, exactly. If you have a deck that can utilize Brionic in other cases that aren't just winning the game, then yeah, you should use Brionic in those cases, which is what you're talking about. But I'm saying that in any
yeah,
deck that isn't
in a
utilizing,
deck that
yeah,
it can only be used
but
to
it
push lethal, I think Goyo's better.
no, but because if you have lethal, if you summon Brionic, and you don't if you summon Goyo, then why don't you just summon Brionic? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Bro.
I just think that the case for having lethal damage with Brionic
Yeah, but
is
yeah, dude, like
like
I mean,
I'm just saying typically when you summon Brionic,
yeah,
you're gonna win the game,
dude, when
and
you
if you summon
draw
Goyo,
Exodia, you win the game. That doesn't mean it's better than Goyo.
I would rather have 5 pieces of Exodia in my hand than
Yeah,
have
yeah, I know,
so
dude.
yeah,
So why don't
yeah,
you
so
run with
you're
the 5 pieces of Exodia then in all your decks?
yeah.
Because
If I
you'd
was running
rather
a
have all
5-card
5.
deck, no, if I was running a 5-card deck, I would run all 5
Yeah,
pieces of
I
Exodia.
mean,
And I would
yeah.
win the game. Yeah, so
If I
you're
could
just
run only 5 cards in a deck, it'd be the 5 pieces of Exodia.
yeah.
If I could
That's
run
what
a
I'm saying.
6 card deck, it'd be the 5 pieces of Exodia and Ojama Black. Okay?
Dude, that's literally what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm glad you
A whole
finally
video
understand.
could be made on this card.
Yeah, that's a good effect. This card, Brionic, Dragon of...
All I'm saying is that I'm right and you're wrong. Okay? That's all I'm saying. And once you understand that I'm right and you're wrong, then you'll get it. Okay. It's 2 a.m. I'm calling it.
Nice, dude.
What
Should I
is this
just finish
video?
mine?
Synchro.
I love how you haven't saved your video.
I know, stop. How do you even spell this? It's Cinch. Cinchro. All intros. Okay. Let's see. And